Well, happy time zone, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Games and Snap Planet Coaster Edition. Hi there, Silent Bob. Nonny Streams. Why have I not zoomed this in a little bit more? I need to zoom in the chat so I can read it properly. Hi there, Minxie Rose as well. Hi there, Aaron FPS2. Why today when Eurovision is on? We've got far better competition than Eurovision. We know that. Which would you rather watch, us or Eurovision? I mean, you're here, you're watching us anyway. Hello there, Toxic Mystic Wolf. How are you doing? Welcome on in. I am going to briefly restart these streams just to make sure that we're not too far behind. And then I'll explain what tonight is and why we're doing something a little bit different, I think. Because, well, I think this is a bit different than normal. Let me just change a couple of settings there so that the camera looks half decent. There we go. So we have Cane Wolf Gaming back in, which, by the way, we have our participants are Cane Wolf Gaming, Board Builder, Death Fears None, and Backfrog. And they are going to be building. There we are. I'll do two at a time. Let's be brave. Let's see what happens. It'll be fine. Narrator's note. It was at that moment that Londo knew it was not fine. Oh, we've pulled it off. So, we have our four builders. They are going to be building 4 realistic coasters for us. Now, don't forget that the 4 realistic coasters, we spun wheels last night. So, they have to build steel coasters that are not inverts. They have to build to over 200 foot tall. We will be checking. And they have to put in a custom inversion. Now, because we've had this question before, anything over 135 degrees is classed as an inversion. Right, anything over 135, that's your magic number. Because that means that you are closer to upside down than being on your side. Hi there, Coaster Passion, welcome on in. Hey there, Maestro-chan, let's go. We will be going soon enough. But also, I think it prudent to point out that there are going to be 2 winning coasters declared tonight. The chat vote is going to declare one winner, but the other winner has got judges involved. Oh yes, we are bringing back some form of judging for this competition. And that is because we have a co-host as well. We have the wonderful coaster gentleman himself. We have Soylent Bob. Let's say hi, Soylent Bob. How are you doing? He'll hear us in a second, I'm sure.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys?
Hello. Can everyone hear Soylent Bob well? I fear that you may want to turn your mic up as well if you can a little bit, please.
Really?
Yes,
that's
please.
An interesting complaint. Hang on.
Maybe in Discord. It may be a Discord thing. Voting. Aaron thought voting was after the second stage. We are voting individually as well. And again, we are declaring 2 winners today. But yes, there may be a combined vote. We haven't announced which way that's going to go. Also, we will be revealing the theme for the theming lag after these coasters are built. We will also be revealing the wheels because, yes, we're spinning wheels for the theming lag as well. But don't worry, we're not spinning those until 24 hours before. Same rules apply as to this event. So, before we get started briefly, Bob, can you just introduce yourself and why we thought it prudent that you should be co-host as well as part of the judging panel, being 2 of us.
Well, I'm Bob. I play a lot of Planet Coaster, and I'm mostly into the coaster part, but I'm also a roller coaster enthusiast, and I just kind of spend a lot of time on YouTube, like researching and looking up roller coasters, and I just like them a lot. I mean, I may not be the brainiest person when it comes to roller coasters. There's more knowledgeable people out there. Let's be fair. But I'm unable to compete, so You know, what's that thing when you can't teach, when you can't do, you teach?
Yeah,
I think that's where I'm
that's a
at
part
now.
of it. I mean, I suppose, it is your prerogative to be slightly self-deprecating. Anyway, folks, shall we get this thing underway? I say that I haven't got everything I need loaded up. Please hold for a moment, folks. We will get this underway in a second or two. But again, remember that we are going to be working with, Planet Coaster. We're looking at Steel Coaster. We're looking at Hyper, and we're looking at custom inversions. So, without further ado, I think we are at that time. Would you agree, Bob?
I think we're ready.
I think we're ready. So, 3, 2, 1, let's begin. There we are. They are off. So, we have, in the top left corner of your screens, you have Cane Wolf Gaming. In the bottom left, you have Board Builder. In the top right, you have Death Fears None. And in the bottom right, you have Batch Frog. And the first thing we're going to find out is what coaster are each of our builders going for. I see that if we take a quick look at Death Fears None, he's the first one to get going with that. He has gone for the launched hydraulic coaster. So we're expecting to see possibly something of the Top Thrill Dragster persuasion here. Maybe, hopefully, something a little bit longer. Hopefully he doesn't just go the top hat. He can't just go the top hat. We're asking for inversions, so no.
That was my first thought too. I was
Yeah.
like, that's a risky move with the accelerator.
That is risky, but I mean, you've got Cannonen that did inversions. You've got Stormrunner at Hershey. So yeah, accelerators with inversions are absolutely legitimate. You've got Cane Wolf Gaming here going for, I can't quite read exactly what that is, but I have to guess it's the F25. It's certainly a B&M style coaster. I don't know why we're getting a slightly lower quality feed. Let's see what the quality feed is that we should be getting. Yeah, that's probably about right, to be fair. Unfortunately. Let's see if I can see anything a little bit better on my alternative screen. I can see that it is an F25 indeed. So we've got an F25, we've got an Enter accelerator. Let's have a look at Board Builder. Board Builder is going for, it's an F25.
With Gigatrains.
With Gigatrains indeed. Interesting. And then Batch Frog is going for a dive coaster. So we do have more than one coaster type in this. That is something that I'm very, very happy about. Batch Frog is getting up to, he's made 60 odd meters. So what are we looking for? We're looking for about 66, are we? I did say anything over about 60 for 200 foot. I'm kind of letting them off a little bit there. So, going back to look at everyone, we can see that Death Fears None has already started getting some testing in and is looking at speed, looking at those forces. This is a good sign.
I like the dive coaster idea.
I love that dive coaster idea. I'm hoping that this is going to be a dive coaster and not like Oblivion, a glorified drop tower. That would be wonderful. Got a question in chat, which I think I'll pass on to you as well, which is 2 hours for a coaster. Isn't that too much? I build a coaster in 15 minutes. Go on, Bob.
I think that a good coaster can take as much time as you want, you know?
Yeah.
I spent about 45 minutes to make a hyper. I used the parameters from the scenario today to build a hyper in about 45 minutes last night.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on your level too.
Oh, it absolutely does. And also, you did that in 45 minutes. And then, there's a while sort of working around it. Because remember, we are looking for maintenance sheds as well. We are looking for realism.
Right, and mine kind of remained incomplete in that regard. So
yeah.
there were still things that I could have taken care of, but I didn't because I didn't think we would need it. Honestly, I mean, at that point, I could have slapped a shed on in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
Right, let's have a look. Let's sort of zoom in on Death Fears on screen because I thought I saw the GeForce combs there. His stream is not coming through particularly well on my machine, so let's just do a quick refresh of the stream, see if we get something better. We'll have a quick glance at Cane Wolf Gaming in the meanwhile. Oh, his isn't coming through that great either, so we'll refresh that next. Board Builder is doing that looks very, very, very much like a pre-lift section. Yep, that is a lovely little pre-lift section. Looking at that banking offset, so we have seen the start of heartlining already. That's interesting. That's a great thing to see. And if we go back to just check if we've got a better, that's a little bit better, I think, on Death Fears on
I
site.
think Bachfrog is in the Heartline as well.
Yeah, Backfrog is, that does look like there is heartlining going on. So for those unaware, heartlining is where instead of the train revolving around the track, it looks more like it's revolving around the line that your heart goes through. His stream is also, for some reason on this system, not doing great, so let's give that a respin. We'll have a look at all of this at another point because this is not looking great there. But we have Death Fears not looking at a GeForce comb. He's up over 5 Gs at that back corner. But I mean, is that totally unrealistic? 5-6G?
No, it isn't.
No, not at all.
I think probably the outer limits. Well, I mean, it depends on how long it is, right? Like if it's 5.5 Gs for a second, you're fine. If it's 5.5 Gs for 30 seconds, probably not fine.
Yeah, I think I would definitely be in agreement with you there. Nice to see him looking at those forces though already. It'll be interesting to see the lateral forces as well. We're not at the inversion yet, are we? No, he's going for an overbank unless he overbanks that further. That's very possible. Or he might be trying to bleed some speed off before going for an inversion. That would also be, I think, a very valid tactic here. Let's go and have a look at Cane Wolf Gaming for a moment. He's on an F25. Is that looking heartlined as well? That is looking heartlined to me. I think.
Yeah, it looks wonderful.
I think.
It looks smooth and wonderful already.
Oh yeah. I mean, have we made this too easy, folks? Have we made? I feel like
we made this too easy.
I think we might have done. But you know what? That's fine. We've got to have one reasonably low stress competition occasionally. I've got to look at Backfrog because look at that. He's already even working with a tunnel. He's got that dive coaster into a tunnel. I am concerned 64 meters. What is 200 feet in meters? That might be just a little bit shy. Chat, given that it's a 200-foot limit, which I think is about 66 meters, let's just check this. Let me check that I'm being correct here.
209.
200. Yeah, no, he's over. He is over. It is 60.9. That's the magic. So 61 and above in meters is good.
Absolutely.
So we don't need to have that conversation, chat. Excellent. Low stress, you're so stressed out. Oh, Mystic, don't stress. This is all in fun. Remember, this is a fun competition. This is not something that's meant to be taken super sweaty. Oh no. No. Not like today in the UK, folks. If you are experiencing muggy hot weather, don't worry, so am I. So, yeah, you will notice that. Anyway, we have got to a point now, I think, where we probably want to have a quick chat with our participants. Oh, these are your friends, Mystic. These are my friends too. These are everyone's friends. We're all friends here, and we're having a good time, hopefully. Let's... oh, thank you very much for that first chat, Outlaw Torn 14. Right, quickly, before we do have a chat with people, let's see if anyone has got any questions that they would like to ask either Bob as our resident coaster guy, or our participants, or if you'd like to ask me, feel free. I don't know if you would. I wouldn't. Nah. Anyway, you know what? Let's go and say hello to folks and see if we do any scaring or if everyone is just fine with it. Oh, it's tradition, Bob. We have to scare people occasionally, otherwise it just ain't an event. I need to make sure that.
I hope not. I really do. I don't want to scare anyone.
Oh no, you always make
fun.
someone jump when you
This is
drop into chat.
Oh, okay. That
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
you're-
scare. Okay,
yeah,
that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah, it's always a jump scare. So let's go and say a quick hello to Kane Wolf. How are you doing, Kane?
I'm doing okay.
Hey, Kane.
Excellent. So how are you enjoying this so far?
Well, I think I got it.
Well, I was just commenting that it looks amazing so far. It looks smooth and buttery, and I can't wait to ride it.
I haven't smoothed it yet either.
I know. That's what
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like I'm like, oh, it looks so good. Can't wait to ride it.
Very much so. How are you enjoying?
Why did you choose this model, Kane?
Okay, I chose the F-25 because it's very flexible, and I mean very flexible.
Yep,
That's a perfect answer for me.
that's exactly why I'd pick it if I was picking something B&M. How are you enjoying this so far? I mean, you're about sort of 11 minutes in.
I'm hoping I'm not going too big.
It's always the worry with a hyper. Remember, your teammate does have to theme this thing.
I know. That's the only worry I have. It's really it's long.
Yeah. Oh yes, that's definitely a coaster, all right.
Yeah,
Um,
but it's keeping the speed perfectly.
yeah. Just so that because this is your first time here, let's sort of introduce you to chat. So, what can we expect to see on your normal streams?
Okay, well, on my normal streams, I play whatever. I'm literally random. I mean, I got so many different games. I like shooters. I like Elden Ring currently.
Yeah, I could talk
I
for
think
hours on
everybody
Elden
does.
Ring.
Yeah, and
And
I
I've
suck
only-
at it. That's the worst part. Is
Oh
I
yeah,
suck.
I suck at it as well. I've only got to I've got past 2 of the big story bosses. I want to keep it vague just in case it spoils it for anyone.
I haven't got. I beat one major boss. I killed one dragon, and the dragon was by accident. Literally, it got stuck.
Yes. Well,
I'm
as
not
long
brave
as
enough for Elden Ring.
as long as you've killed that one major boss, you're pretty well on your way. That's the big hurdle in that game.
The
Anyway.
freaking castles got me all messed up.
Oh yeah, I can absolutely understand that. It's that's an interesting place. Anyway, as we're so that's kind of what you can expect to see over on Kane's streams, True Variety Caster, and go on.
Kane, I have one more. I got one more question for you. Do you have is there a meaning behind the coaster, like at all? Is there a story that you and your partner are trying to convey with this coaster yet, or
No,
is
I mean,
that something that you've
okay.
discussed?
No, I know he's here, and I mean, he just told me go at it, do what I can,
I gotcha.
and I mean, we're both working on the fly. I mean, we have no clue.
Excellent.
Gotcha.
That is fantastic to hear.
And your transfer station that you've got put in so far, I see that you've already at least got a piece of it. Is that meant to expand a little bit more, or is that?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna make it a little bit longer. It's just
Yeah.
I want to drop it out so I had it where it needs to be.
Gotcha. Nope. Perfectly understood. I just was wondering about your ultimate goal for your shed, maybe. Looks good. Looks great.
It
Can't wait
does.
to ride it.
Oh yeah, same here. Right. Well, what we'll probably do then, Kane, is let you carry on building, and we'll go and chat with everyone else. So thank you for the chat, and we'll chat to you at about half time.
All right.
Okie dokie. That was Came Off Gaming, everyone. And coming up next, we are going to say a quick hello to Board Builder. Hello, Board. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How are you doing today?
What's up, Board?
I am fine, thanks.
I guess how are y'all doing today? Damn,
Yes,
forgot.
of course. So, I see that you've gone with the F-25.
Yes, always.
So,
I use a lot of F-25.
says he, all surprised.
Yeah.
Would you care
With, of course,
to...
the swapped out trains, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rage.
Yep.
Yeah. Would...
It was either Rage or Werewolf, and I went Rage.
Yeah. So, before we carry on sort of with Coaster Talk, for those who don't know who you are, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us more about your stream and what you do, and just generally plug it?
Generally what happens over in my channel is we kind of hang out and I try and get some building done, either it be a coaster or like a food court area or rocks and trees for a long period of time. But we tend to get distracted by coaster talk and riding the rides that I've built. We really like to do that, and we'll talk about real coasters and watch some of those videos and stuff from time to time as well. I even do meetups at my quote-unquote home park, which I consider to be Hershey Park. So, I mean, we're all about just, like, hanging out and talking coasters and stuff. However, we have open arms, and we're totally cool with people that aren't that into coasters, but just like the parks and all of that. Like, we really just kind of try and chill. And I also play City Skylines. I haven't done that in a while, but I do that too.
Yeah, excellent. And of course, you took part in a Cities in a Snap. How does it feel to be, and you've taken part in Planet Coaster in a Snap. How does it feel to be part of a more focused event where you're building a single coaster rather than trying to build a park? And obviously having a partner that you've got to think about as well.
No, I really like this a lot. My partner, Bobbum80s, is actually extremely easygoing, to the point that he's pretty much left this entirely in my hands, and he's willing to work with whatever I give him. But I've worked on a park with him in the past, just as something that we've done as friends, because I've known him, I want to say, about a month or two after I started streaming. I met him playing Skylines. So we go back a little ways, I guess, almost as far back as anyone would go with me. So yeah, I really like this event because I don't have to worry about the theming of it. I mean, the last Planet Coaster in a Snap that I was in, I did 2 coasters and tried to get a little bit of theming done. So backing that down to just 1 coaster with no theming, I'm completely relaxed compared to how I was last time.
Excellent.
More in your element with just the coaster part. That's why.
Well, not only that.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 coaster rather than 2. Have we made this too easy for you?
I mean, you guys didn't make anything. It was entirely how the wheels landed.
Yeah. And just so that folks know, yeah, I've just restarted Board stream. For whatever reason, we're starting to get the stuttering on these streams, so I am going to have to work with that quite a lot at some point.
Is it
yeah,
everybody or just me?
It's everybody, and me looking on the multi-stream, it is not that. It is my end.
Okay.
Looks like Bachfrog's cat has gotten involved in his stream.
Hang on, is Backprog allowed help? We're going to ask him if he's allowed help. We have
Yes,
to ask
if
that
he's
question.
allowed direct
We're gonna
back
have-
seating.
We're
Yeah.
definitely gonna have to ask him about that.
Yeah,
Anyway.
look into that.
Anyway, seeing as we're having a little bit of a POV, and I think we have an inversion there. I think that's going to count.
Does it?
Is that what you're aiming for your inversion, or is that just going to be a straight overbank? We'd have to check, but that looks close. What do you think, Bob?
I believe that
It's
the
gotta be
piece in the
close.
middle I laid as a 135, and I kept it that way. So let's just, what do I do? Just how would I
hold-
look at that?
Hold square, I think.
Oh, and I can do it to just the one piece? Oh, that might have literally just undid it. 143.
Yeah, so that technically would count if you wanted that to be
Yeah.
your custom built-in version.
Eh.
It's up to you.
No comment.
I expected.
I'll see what
no
happens.
less. But yeah, it's
see what
interesting
happens.
to see that there's one in already, and
Yeah.
straight after the first drop as well.
Well, I mean, I had to turn it around. I didn't want to give Bob 1,000 acres worth of theming to do.
That is a good point, actually. You did want to do this. We've.
That's why I turned it around before I even went up the hill.
Yeah, we talked about sort of trying to keep these reasonably compact. I see that you've gone underground.
If you watch, if you've seen my streams, you guys know that I have a really hard time giving coasters their own plot of land.
Oh yes. And
I'm like notoriously bad with that, but it's almost a good thing.
to be fair, I was going to say one of my home parks does not give coasters their own piece of land.
I mean, mine doesn't really much either.
They build them on top of each other for fun.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
I suppose with that we ought to let you go and carry on with your build.
Alrighty.
We will chat to you at about half time. Thank you very much. This was Board Builder, folks. Go and drop Board a follow, as we would love you to for everyone.
Ooh.
Okay. So there was Board Builder. Now, before we come back, I've got a question. You're guessing if someone does a loop, we don't need to check for the 135. No, if it's an obvious inversion, it's an obvious inversion. For things like cutbacks and overbanks, 135 is the magic number. But obviously, if you're going to do a barrel roll, that's obviously gone over.
We're not gonna have to worry about either that with Ethan or with Bachfrog, because both of them have true inversions.
Oh, have they put inversions in already? Excellent.
Ethan has. They both have multiple inversions actually at this point.
Death and Bachfrog have done the inversion thing already. Well.
Oh yeah, that's one on
excellent.
his. That's one.
Well, I'll tell you what. Shall we go and chat with Death?
Let's go
Yeah,
investigate.
I think we should. So let's say hi there, Death. How you doing?
Lando, how's it going? Alexa, stop.
It's all good. Thanks. Just giving your stream a quick reload because I'm having technical issues here that I need to fix on my end, and it's not
How
you doing,
the
Death?
one that's doing it.
Let me turn down my audio.
Nah, I was gonna say everything's fine here.
There we go.
Excellent. So, how are you enjoying this very special team event? How are you enjoying the first leg of it?
It's going pretty good. I think the coaster's basically done.
With what, an hour and over an hour and a half left?
Yeah. Well, the layout's done. Check.
Yeah.
I gotta do the other stuff.
I was gonna say this. You could always, I see a maintenance shed in the making as well. I see the transfer track there.
Yep.
Do you want to show us the part that's over 200 foot?
Yeah.
Let's.
We got 227 feet.
227. Yeah, that
Beautiful
meets that
looking top
requirement.
hat.
Oh yes, and
I even threw a little helix in at the end.
very nice. And I obviously see inversions there. That's
Oh, yeah.
obviously
Yeah,
3
there's-
inversions.
I was gonna say I think
Yeah.
there's 3.
Yeah, I mean, and I believe that they're all custom built as well.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
that's,
none of them were stock. He did them all by hand. I
Yeah.
watched him do them all.
Yeah, no, I saw that as well. So we've definitely got that. How are you? What are you going to do with the other hour and a half then?
I have a lot to do.
You have a lot to do. That's good to
Yeah.
hear. I was starting
a
to worry
nap,
we've made this
Take a
easy.
shower.
Well, coasters are like my specialty, so this is like good.
Oh, excellent.
It's not gonna work.
And yeah, do you want to? Shall we let you introduce yourself to anyone? Obviously, Death has taken part before, but we give you the chance to introduce yourself and shill your stream for a short while.
Yeah, I usually I play a lot of Planet Coaster. I like I do variety games, play a little bit of RPG games and stuff like that.
Yeah, excellent. And what kind of builds can we expect to see when you do build in Planet Coaster?
Well, right now I am working on a mini park, which is themed to a couple of different Twitch streamers, and
Very
I
nice.
have a coaster that features 14 inversions.
You've gone to match the Smiler.
Yeah, I wanted to beat the Smiler, but it just wasn't in my favor.
No, fair enough. It's never worth sort of sacrificing the quality of a ride just to get the record.
Exactly.
Many parks have learned that to their cost. So with that, I think, do you have any more questions to ask Bob? Or any more observations to make? Oh, you do.
I'm gonna ask the
Excellent.
same question I asked before. Did you guys team up and decide on this coaster type, or is this random?
We talked a little bit this morning, and I kind of showed him exactly what I was going for.
So do you guys have do you actually have a theme that you guys have worked out? Like, you don't have to tell us what it is, but have you guys already thought about that? Is that something that you've?
I'm sorry, your mic's a little bit low. I'm having a hard time
I don't
hearing
know
you.
why my mic is so low. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, I think I've corrected it for the stream, although saying that... oh yeah, people should be able to hear you right now. So I'll ask it as well. What did you and your partner in this sort of... Well, what made you decide to pick the hydraulic launch coaster?
Well, that is going to come into play with what I am actually doing right now.
Yeah, I think I see coaster support coming in.
Yep, but I think Bob will get it once he sees exactly what I'm doing, and it would explain why I went with the hydraulic launch, because it simulates an hydraulic air launch, which was a very short-lived coaster at what the heck is that park? King's Dominion.
Was
It
this...
looks that top hat looks very much like oh god, what is the name
an
of that
S&S?
coaster? Yeah, it's that S&S.
Something
air
like
launched one.
Doda Domper or whichever the other one
Very
is.
much so.
Bingo.
The one that was the one. I can't remember what it was called though. But
Thrust
yes, that's
XL, I
exactly
think,
what
something like
it's
that.
What's there?
Thrust
the
Air.
first thing I thought of.
Hypersonic XLC.
That's it. Thank you.
That's the one. There we are. See, I've heard of it. I know these. I desperately want to ride Doda Domper.
Oh, that looks amazing.
That looks...
I think we all do, just for that launch.
Oh yeah, and for the beating of the drums in the launch tunnel, the sort of pre-launch atmosphere. I want that as a sound clip.
Oh my god, yeah, that is amazing.
That is just fantastic.
Yeah,
That will find its way into parks of mine. So, given that you've got just over an hour and a half left, how do you think you're doing on time?
I'm doing fantastic. This would probably take me the longest, but
Excellent. Oh right, now I see it. Now I'm seeing the pneumatic cylinders go in. Now I'm seeing everything. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
There
it
we
should
go.
just be a matter of duplicate. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Here we go. Duplicate and elevate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Right, and with that, I think we'll let you carry on with your coaster building, and we'll go and chat to our fourth participant. Thank you very much, Death.
Thank you very much.
With you somewhere around the halfway mark.
Good job.
All right.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Right, this time before we chat to the fourth person, let's just do the refresh of the stream now, so that we can chat with them. Let's say without doing the refresh then. Just to answer a bit from chat. Yeah, Death's build partner is Cotwaddle at the moment. Minxie and I apparently need to build a park together. There have been discussions. We are not streaming it. Again, we are not streaming it. Because I know that's where the next question goes. No. Minxie is not on streamer. I mean, if she wants to, we can sort that out. But at the moment, no. Anyway, now that we've got this stream running a little bit nicer, I will quickly suggest that we say a hello to Backfrog. How are you doing?
Hello. I've got my kitty cat cam going. I'm doing okay.
Excellent. Now, this is a discussion we need to have. Are we
Yeah.
allowing direct backseating from the kitty?
I feel like that kitty might be helping a little too much here.
She yeah.
Yeah.
Might-
We'll find out off chat if that kitty is helping too much.
I don't think I could do it without her actually.
No, fair enough. I mean, we kind of have to allow it, don't we?
Codependency, gotcha.
Yeah. No, we kind of have to allow that then. So, just in case people don't know who you are, number one, why not? And number two, would you like to introduce yourself and introduce your stream?
Hello. I'm Batrog. This is my stream. I stream very rarely, but I like coasters in real life. It's actually what got me into this game. Not the best builder, but I try to do realistic stuff. But I'm not good at like building buildings, mostly just coasters. Yeah.
Well, the good
So-
news is you don't really have to build a building. Not if you don't
Yeah,
really
but
want to.
everyone pregame was mentioning you're talking about maintenance sheds, and oh man, I'm not at that level.
Well, we will be asking what you're planning to do for maintenance on this thing.
Oof. Okay, so I've actually never even built a transfer track. So that's where I'm at.
I mean, there are ways of answering that question without building transfer tracks. I'm not going to give you those ways, but I do know rides that exist that do not have transfer tracks.
Okay,
So that may be something to ponder.
it might be.
But yeah, I see that you've definitely made your 200-foot target.
Yes.
Well,
Wanted to
then
make
it
a yep, and I have my custom element. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna. What time are we at right now? I'm trying to save quite a bit of time for smoothing because honestly, I would like to throw more organic elements in here and just kind of make a coaster that I think would be cool and fun to ride in real life.
Yeah. So you have an hour and 28 minutes left.
Okay,
So you're only about a quarter of the way through.
beautiful.
So how are you enjoying this so far?
Terribly because I'm very nervous because I'm afraid of doing bad. Um,
I can assure
But-
you right now that you are not doing bad at all.
okay, well, thank
I
you.
I'm with you.
Um,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
will
not
guarantee
doing
you
bad.
that.
You're doing very, very well. I'm sitting here just like I wondering why I've never heard of you.
Well, thank
You-
you.
Your work
you'd
is
never he-
fantastic so far.
You'd never heard of Batchfrog. Oh,
No.
boy, Bob, you are in for a treat.
I'm sorry. He just said that he doesn't stream very often.
Oh,
I,
you
yeah,
are in-
there was
yeah.
there was 2 months when I was. I've kind of been getting into other things and not streaming quite as much. But yeah,
Well, I follow you now, so I hope to see more.
yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, and
Um,
everyone else, please go and follow Batchfrog.
Well, yeah, I would love
Just do
the
it.
selfless plug.
Oh yeah,
The-
you're getting the plugs.
So I am doing this, obviously with my partner. Oh, thank you for the follow, Toxic. With knowing my partner, how he's themes and his strengths, right? So
Yeah.
here's the concept: is the dive. We both love Shikra.
That explains why you picked the dive coaster.
And I kind of wish that had more above it. But I know my brother's strengths are trench work, like from Montu and stuff like that. He's really good at putting up these walls, which can be unisex almost for theming, like whatever the theme design is. It
Yeah.
might be all encompassing. So
Well, we'll find out in just over, let's say, just over an hour and a half. I say
very
we'll
much
find
like that
out.
look, too.
Minxie and I do already know what that theme's going to be. That was pre-picked.
Okay, cool.
So we're not doing it based on the coasters that we see today.
all right, cool. So that was kind of my concept and idea with the dive coaster, was that it could fit, hopefully, a lot of themes, especially with Jordan and I's strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, I would very much imagine. I don't think it's a spoiler to say that all 4 of these coasters can do the theme. Quite
Okay,
well.
good.
I don't think that's a spoiler at all. But yeah, I'm loving what we're seeing so far. Loving the idea of going for a dive coaster. Sorry about that. Hopefully you get more into it and enjoy it more as time progresses.
Yeah, thank you. No, it was definitely nice hearing to Good Cop and Good Cop, so I appreciate the encouragement. I got a couple buddies on my stream, all of which
Excellent.
are
I
love
do
to
have a
troll,
question.
so
It looks
yeah.
like you're using a very small. Are you using 4
I'm
meter?
I'm going 4 meter, baby.
In 2 hours.
That was
it's
the question that I
so
had.
here's my concept. My
That's
idea is
brave.
that it's hard to theme in 2 hours, so it's better to have more theming than sparse theming for Jordan's day. So even if I don't do well today, it might set him up for success, because if you have this big, long, 200-foot inverting steel coaster, how are you going to theme all of it? So if
Yeah.
I try to stick to a smaller design and make it as smooth and as best coaster as I can, hopefully it will be realistic and fun enough for
Yeah.
Jordan to.
That's
So there was my bad cop for the day.
Yeah, no, you're
yeah.
fine.
No, I very brave going for the 4 meter.
I
do
believe
you-
that too. I feel like they're if you can't get that smooth in time.
Yeah, I hate seeing, and even still, like, I probably don't have the patience to make a super nice smooth with this, but it will be better than not, I guess.
Yeah.
And I might actually be setting up for a break run here and going through and smoothing, see how this element works.
Do you have the smoothing mod installed?
I don't have any mods at all.
Ooh, that's
So what is the smoothing mod?
Oh,
There's a
right.
forward-backward smoothing mod that you can use where you just click and it just says click a smooth forward, and you just keep spamming that, and it just.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
would love to download that after this competition. If you guys want to help me do that, I would.
I will get you
I
a
don't
link
use
to
the
that.
4 meter method, so.
Okay.
Oh, even without the 4 meter method, it's handy. Even without,
Yeah, I
but
know.
yeah, no, it's
But you know me, I usually my method usually only requires me to hit smooth once or twice most of the time.
yeah, very much so.
Are you autocomplete, or how do you?
I have my own technique that I use.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have to learn it.
Yeah,
You
no,
you basically just uses longer pieces and much harder banking. It's basically going under the premise that the camera is attached to the track, so you're instead of hitting all those points as you turn the camera, you're only hitting 2 or 3 points by using longer pieces and sharper corners. But Heartline helps smooth that out.
Yes.
It's something you have to see.
yeah,
Okay.
it's I don't think I've managed to recreate it yet, but I've kind of developed a weird sort of something that works for me.
It's not 4 meter smooth. Like when you get 4 meter smooth perfect,
Yeah.
you can't beat that.
No, but if you're doing 2-hour builds,
But
You ain't, yeah. Oh, you say you can't beat that, Bob. I mean, there are now mods that let you split your 4 meter pieces into 2 and 1 meters. There is
Yeah,
now
that's-
a 1 meter method, and I will
that's insane.
full out say I am never doing that.
oh
There's
yeah.
some great videos on that by someone called Theme Park Whirl, and what I've taken from that is I don't have that level of patience.
All I see are bolts.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
gents
would-
have time for a ride?
Oh, of course. We always have time for a ride. We're never going to turn down a ride.
Obviously not fully smoothed yet, so
Hey, I just got off Valraven 3 days ago, so let's see if it compares.
dude, it's those Vesper strengths on it kill it though, because it's all about that drop, you know, and
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In saying that, you two have ridden flawless dive coasters. The only one I've ridden had a flaw. And that kills it
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
Oblivion.
Yeah.
I rode Cheeker when I had a floor back in the day, but
Oh, of course.
yeah,
that wasn't always
it was
flawless.
changed. Yeah, but I just love the old school B&M restraints it has, because
Yeah.
I leave it so loose, I just fly around.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so this is the custom element.
Yeah.
Needs smoothing, but
Oh, looking good so far.
Pretty little Immelman.
Yeah.
Airtime.
Dive loop.
Dive loop.
And we're into some breaks.
Into the mid-course brake run.
which I wish they didn't have the hold, because I set it to 0 because I wanted to have the brake but not the actual. Okay, so this is not okay, so we're gonna delete that. But yeah, I wish I could get rid of the delay, because I know I could technically just do straight normal track and make it go down, blah blah blah, but that's smoother.
Yeah.
So pretend that's not like that.
Okay, we can suspend our disbelief on.
Yeah, there you go. For creative.
Yeah, for creative purposes, we can do that. I'm sure.
So I hate.
And I think with that, we'll probably let you go, and we shall discuss.
All right, thank you.
We'll have a
Thank you,
chat with chat. So thank you very much.
All right,
and
let
we'll
me know
see
the
you
next
soon.
check-in or anything.
Yep.
Do I get it? Will I get a warning for like time?
You'll get warnings. Oh gosh, I missed the 90-minute one. You'll get a warning when you've got an hour to go, and then obviously you can check in with times whenever you want with us. At the moment, you're at about an hour and 19 minutes, just under, to go.
All right.
So yeah, hopefully you're doing well on time.
Thank you. I think I am doing okay.
Excellent. That's great news.
I think everybody's doing very okay right now.
I would agree. Right, so it's just us two again.
All right.
I mean, we've got to answer the. I've got to do stream refreshes as well. We're gonna have to fix some of those tech issues before
So we should
long.
We should answer any chat questions about realistic coasters if anybody has any.
Yeah, of course. If you've got questions about realistic coasters, I've noticed that we've been chatting for a while. You haven't mentioned your favourite topic. I haven't mentioned it either, but I don't think we've seen much of it.
No. Honestly, I think only Batch Frog has a block section.
I am expecting Batch Frog. Well, I mean, with what 20? It depends what cars he's using. He's using three car trains. Are they about 10 people wide in this? So 30 to a train, he could get away without, but no, I like the idea of having them there. Certainly.
Well, he's got. I think he wants the idea of the second drop as well. The
Oh, very much so.
You know what I mean? Like he just said, he's like, I wish I could get rid of the drop.
Well, the time on it.
Okay, Minxie, that is a darn good question because I was literally asking myself the same question. These are all so good. How am I going to choose?
Yeah. Excellent question.
It really is going to be down to the nitpick, and I don't want to do that. I really don't.
It is, and I don't. Yeah, I'm the same. Although we must sort of address the elephant in the room. 4 meter method in 2 hours.
That's a hard sell for me, buddy.
That's
because I've tried the 4 meter coasters before, and it's taken me days.
I mean, I have done a roughly 4 meter coaster in an hour and a half, but it was timed, and I had the smoothing mod.
I see, that was the trick with me, is I did not. I had to do that 7 times back and forth by hand, and it was a pretty long coaster.
No. I've never done that.
It sucked.
and I never plan to. I'm convinced that if ever I want to build a coaster that is like that, I'm firing No Limits up.
That's why I discovered my own way.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it's not perfect, but the results are good enough for me that I can crank out a couple of decent smooth coasters in a decent amount of time, and I don't have to worry about the miserable back and forth smoothing.
Yeah. No,
I just want you to know, I just want you to know, Londo, I'm back into No Limits too. Sorry.
I thought you might be. So am I. And
Yeah,
I've
I
been
started
looking
playing with it last night.
Yeah. I will show you something that you might like off stream, considering you like playing with G-Forces. I will show you something very interesting.
FLV?
FVD.
FVD, that's what it's called.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
is
I've
excellent.
seen it, I just don't know how to use it.
Right. Anyway, we shouldn't be talking No Limits 2, should we? We should be talking about 4 incredible
I don't know what you're talking
coasters.
about. We're talking about Planet Coaster.
Exactly. So I'm looking at Death Fears None now. Now I understand a lot of the questions that he was asking me, because I was like, why would you custom support a coaster? Why would you, why would you do that in 2 hours? Well, yeah, of course, if you're going to try and do a thrust air model, you've got to do some of that.
I want it to be a little more symmetrical.
Yeah, I must admit the top at the moment isn't looking ideal.
I think he's ripping it right now just because of that reason.
He is. I'm surprised that he didn't just do one side copy and mirror.
I'm a little surprised by that as well.
That would have been my play there, I think. Wookie asks, Wookie is asking for good cop, for bad cop out of both of us. So if there is one thing that would not make any of these coasters not realistic, anything that would not make any of these coasters not realistic other than the obvious, what would it be?
So the one thing that I'm going to tell you to ignore right out of the gate is the janky smoothness.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
That is not going to be relevant, right? We know that it's difficult to make a very, very smooth coaster in this game. So
Yeah.
if you see a coaster that's kind of giving you this little side wiggle, don't worry about that.
That's pretty
Please.
par for the course.
It is pretty par for the course in this game. What's going to sell it for me is don't hurt anybody first.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've seen
Period.
many people do it, but I haven't seen as much use of the heat maps as I was expecting to see.
I'm a little surprised by that too.
Like, I will be asking for to see heat maps.
I feel like that's an important thing that's being missed by at least 3 of these people.
Yeah, I only saw
today.
one use of it. Do we ask people to show us the heat maps during the midway interviews, just to sort of clue them in, if they get the hint that?
Or how about we can also try it another way. We could be a little more diplomatic and say, "Have you checked on your G-forces?"
Yeah, we certainly could. Or what G-forces are you aiming for?
Or that works too.
We could ask that question. I think that's the question that we asked. Death Fears None. Yeah, Death Fears None was the person that I saw use it as well, Minxie.
I'm going to interrupt real quick, Londo, because I'm having a weather event here. Wookie actually told me that we were going to get some harsh weather, and he is right. It is raining and hard right now.
Yeah.
So if I disappear, or if I have to, I may tell you I have to go.
If you have to go, you have to go. Look after yourself. Make sure that everything's good at your end. Yeah, we were told in stream as well that there was harsh weather heading your way. So
and we have hail.
All the best through that one. Hail is never fun. Yeah, I know that one too well. But while we've still got you here, let's have a look. Well, we have Kane is now building a maintenance shed and has gone down the transfer track route. So we have that to go with. Where is that transfer track going to and coming from? Because A transfer
I'm-
track
it-
over that helix that could be interesting.
So if I'm perfectly honest, if I'm looking for a transfer shed per se, I would think that a considerable amount of that shed could be done by the themer, right? Like
Oh,
the
I
framing
agree.
part of it that he's looking at right now, that we're looking at from
Yeah,
Kane, is sufficient.
yeah,
Frankly,
yeah.
I mean he
I-
can go as far as he wants to,
Yeah.
as far as the shed goes. However, for me, really, like if you look at Valraven at Cedar Point, that's the only roller coaster at Cedar Point that does its maintenance on site. A lot of people don't know that. All their other stuff is
Goes
taken off
off-site.
by crane, and it's taken up the road.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Valraven is a B&M dive coaster, so similar
Yes.
in... Well, it's the same type as Batchfrog is building right now.
Yes, exactly the same type.
Now, there's an interesting point. Batchfrog did say that he'd not seen... he'd never built a transfer track before. And I did comment that that was not necessarily the only way to do maintenance.
Right. That was his out.
That was the out. Now, I don't know if he picked up on that out.
We'll see. Hopefully,
But
we'll see.
it didn't sound like it. I mean, sort of give ideas and don't go across to his stream and give these ideas.
Yeah.
But you've got rides that sort of just have cranes next to the last break section, and you can get a train off that way. You've got Megaphobia at Oakwood. Okay, does have transfer to get more trains on and off, but you actually, and the same with Avalanche at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, you go through the maintenance shed at the very end. So that's entirely feasible. On other rides, you've got Pepsi Max Big One. The only good thing about that ride is that the maintenance shed and the transfer track is in the station. You go up and down, so you could just build your station higher up and claim that your maintenance is below.
I think Londo complains more about Pepsi Max Big One than he says how much he likes Nemesis.
Yeah, I do.
Like he loves Nemesis. He'll tell you how much he loves Nemesis, but he'll tell you even more how much he doesn't like Pepsi Max Big One.
Yes, because, I mean, they were both built in the same year. One of them is a fantastic, wonderful, fabulous roller coaster, and the other one's Pepsi Max Big One. And we all forget about Shockwave because, yeah, it might be Europe's first stand-up and the only stand-up in the world with a zero-G roll in it. Probably because all the other stand-ups are now floorless coasters, but hey-ho, 'tis what it is.
That's what the 7-foot Heartline is for. Stand-up coasters.
Yeah, very much so. So,
Oh.
yeah. So there's
Let's
that.
look around. Let's look around. Let's take stock. What do we got?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You kind of take stock for a moment because I need to. How this webcam's looking is completely nonsensical. So I'm going to quickly tweak some video properties on this and make it even worse. Probably by clicking buttons that I shouldn't. But that's probably a little bit more realistic. There we are. That's better. So yeah,
So
if we
looks
sort of
like
take stock, let's just drop across to everyone.
Kane is looking at G-forces right now.
Kane is right. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can spot what G-forces Kane's getting. I have my cheating other screen up just in case we can't see on the main one.
Can't see
But
that.
I'm seeing something. Oh, whoa! Ouch! That looks like 7 to me.
That's not gonna do.
That. I want to see that shrink. I really want to see that shrink quite significantly.
Under 6 would be fine.
Yeah, under 6 is under 6.
I would-
Tiny touch
anything.
over.
I honestly, truthfully, I would prefer it to be under 5.
I've ridden enough coasters that are over 5 that I'm not going to even say that.
But on that particular coaster type, I would be questioning that.
Yeah, I mean, Mystery Mine at Dollywood, didn't that hit 6.5 at one point?
Gerstlauer though.
Oh, then now you're nitpicking. I'm
I
gonna
told
say
you
if
we're gonna
Gerstlauer,
have to.
I'm saying if Gerstlauer can do it, B&M can do it. What numbers are we seeing there? I'm just getting my cheaty view up. That's 5.5, and he's smoothing that out as well. So I think we've got to really watch for the over 6s.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Like I
we're
said,
not-
as long as it's not sustained, as long
Yeah.
as they don't, as long as they don't rack me into a corner for 30 seconds at 6Gs, we're good.
What's also going to be interesting is I want to see lats. I don't know if anyone's really looked at lats yet. Let's go and have a look. No, I can't get a higher resolution. I can get a sharper view of Kane's stream in the browser than I can in this, which is a little irritating. Let's have a look at Board Builder. What's he doing at the moment? I think he's going for layout to somewhere near finish. Now you'll notice that Board Builder has a different interface on his screen. He's on PlayStation. He's not on PC. Now, we've talked many times about how there's a difference between sort of the console version of this game and the PC version of this game. I don't know how many people have got it across both. I do. The difference isn't as big as people make out, you know. Having played across
No.
both, it really isn't a big difference.
The only difference is going to be in the controls. Mechanically speaking, the game is the same.
Well,
It's
yeah.
really just a matter of just mouse keyboard versus Xbox or PlayStation controller.
You say that. You may well say that, but you can plug mouse and keyboard into the console.
True, I knew that. Most people
Yeah.
don't though, and most people
No.
don't even know that.
No, and to be honest, having played with the PlayStation 5's controller, it's really not bad.
Wait, there's a PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I just had to show off that I got one.
Yeah. And I wanted to show off that consoles are not my thing. I have a PC right there. That's all I need.
Oh yeah, indeed. But you know, I mean, horses for courses on that one.
But I understand the need for consoles out there too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I love both.
Never-
I love lozzicking in the lounge on a playing on a console and being able to build a coaster, or playing on the PC. By the way, Frontier. I'm going to make this appeal directly to Frontier now. Do me a favour, Frontier. I don't care if you have to ditch the Steam Workshop to do this. I am happy for you to ditch Steam Workshop if needs be, but I absolutely need you to ditch this idea that you can't share coasters between, or blueprints or whatever, between platforms. Train Sim World lets you share liveries between platforms, lets you share scenarios between platforms. User-generated content can be cross-platform. Frontier, let me make cross-platform stuff. I could make this event so much more fun if you do that. And thank you for letting me use your background music as well. We love you, really. Just getting a little irritated. That's all. There we are. That's my rant for now. But yeah, we're coming close to halfway. We're seeing we're seeing Death Fears None with G-Forces. Again, these are verticals. 6.05 in one spot.
Ooh.
Ooh, a little touch of that smoothing tool though, and you'll notice that he has got the smoothing mod installed. So he's got smooth forward, smooth back, and burst
yes, he
smooth
does.
as his options.
Yeah, he definitely uses it too. I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah, through and through. I use it as well. It's a wonderful, great mod to have around the place.
Very, very. I love the look of that track. I got to be honest.
Oh, I
on
do
new
as
things.
well.
I absolutely love the look of that track.
Do you know what? As weird as it may seem, I've seen a lot of B&M track of late, and I do love Intamin track. And I think to use Intamin track for the S&S with that colour scheme it suits better than I expected it to. And that's the double spine track as well, isn't it? That's the stuff that was used on what, i305?
Yeah, I literally was like, I feel like it looks like i305, doesn't it?
It does have that sort
That-
of hint.
Looks
Well,
great. I think it looks fantastic. The color
it
scheme is
does.
nice.
The way he's just widened that corner as well to get rid of that 6.5G, get it down to about 5, which is entirely reasonable.
4.5.
Especially for 4.92 I spy.
4.9. There you go.
There we are.
I'll take that.
Definitely under 5. That's great. Tails and Wings is saying they thought the biggest difference with console was no smoothing mod on console. That is also a big difference if you use the smoothing mod. Remember,
You want no mods at all on console.
yeah, there's no TMTK either. There is no Theme Maker's Toolkit.
Yeah.
But in essence, if you don't use that mod on PC, it doesn't matter that much.
No hydro beams for you.
Yeah, no hydro beams. That's it. You have got the Haunted House beam though. You do have that. Right, we are at 1 hour remaining.
As
Folks,
long
we're
as you have the
halfway.
haunted house beam, you have everything.
You have everything you need. We're halfway, folks. So let's take a little bit of stock. We have Kane Wolf Gaming there. He's not getting a huge amount of chat by the looks of it. Chat, do me a favour. Go and say hello to Kane. Oh, drive tire lift hill. Very nice. Very Hulk. I
That's
like that.
definitely ejector air moment coming over the top.
Oh, 100%. And that's definitely an inversion. I don't think we need to question that, do we?
Oh no.
And more to the point, if we did need to question that, we can't question that one. That 100% is.
Yeah, he's completely clear on the inversion thing. He's clear on the height.
And I kind of suggest that that is probably a steel coaster. So I think we're there.
I think he's achieved all the goals necessary.
I think so. Let's have a look at player
Think so.
2. Board Builder has got... Okay, that's... I'm not seeing much. I think this is...
I don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. I see
Well,
his coaster in the lower corner
yeah,
there, but he might have
I
stepped
do.
away for a second.
He very much might. That's a bit of a shame. Let's have a look at Deathfear's None again. Rebuilding parts of his coaster. Now this, folks, is why 2 hours was not as generous as people are making out. He's... I see. Board Builder has... okay, Board Builder's back. Board Builder is back, and look at... now that's an interesting technique. I've seen Board do this a few times, where he doesn't do auto tunneling. He does that
Yes.
afterwards. Does
He
the
just
transfer
kind of
of
digs it
plating.
out when he's done, yeah.
Yeah, which is very, very interesting, very sort of impressive, because he gets it really... I don't know, you get a very different feeling to it. However, well, let's have a quick look at Batchfrog first. He's, okay, we're having a little bit of an issue here again. Unfortunately, folks, this is my end, I think. Oh, there might be something his or Twitch's end as well. That could be a slight thing. We'll respin that anyway, and while we're at it, we will go and have a chat, because we're just over halfway through with
We're gonna go
Kane.
in reverse order. No, we're gonna go.
No,
in the
we
same
always
order.
go the same order each time.
Alright.
No reverse order here. That is
Think
too
it should be
complicated
random.
for me.
I think it should be random.
To be fair, I assigned the what's it's in random order, the positions, and then we just
Oh,
go,
I see.
and
So
then we
I
just go in
gotcha.
order from there. It's
I guess
just
it's fine then.
easiest.
I was always curious about that. I'm just.
Yeah, no, the positions you are on the screen are random. Other than if you're a returning champion, you always get position 1.
Ah.
There we are. You see.
Pole position.
Anyway, let's go and have a chat with Kane. Hi there, Kane. How are you doing?
Doing good.
How you doing, Kane?
Excellent. So
Think I got-
I see we're
I
having a
am
ride.
sitting here riding your coaster right now.
Yeah.
Riding on
Things
the
are looking
back
pretty
seat as
solid.
well.
No.
Yep. Request. That was a request.
Yeah. So that wasn't something that you specifically do.
No, I like the first seat preferably.
No, I'm with you on that. I do like the first seat. But, you know, I know that there are an amount of people that are backseat lovers. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how are you finding it just over halfway through? How are you finding the competition? Are you enjoying being a part of this?
Well, I mean, so far it's been fun. I mean, I'm not having any
Excellent.
major issues.
That's always good to hear.
My layout's
And
good.
Yeah.
It's a
some-
sharp-looking coaster, to be clear.
There's ooh, that's
It's close, but it doesn't touch. No
That's
death
out-
in that coaster.
I was gonna say that
Oh,
looked
that's
a bit.
You reach up and touch that.
Have
Yes, you can touch it now. There's
Yeah.
no death.
That's fair enough. Have you? I see you've got a maintenance shed mostly built. I see you've got.
Actually, the maintenance
inversions.
shed, I've talked to Relly already. He is in chat. He
Yeah.
said leave it as the foundation alone, and he'll do the rest because he wants to be able to incorporate it in the theme.
That sounds entirely reasonable and entirely realistic to me.
Agreed.
Yeah, you give him the footprint and then, you know, the park builds that up. Yeah, that seems very realistic.
So a lot of times, a lot of the stuff that goes on between the park and the manufacturer is just handled beforehand. So things like the shed, things like any kind of maintenance things, like a lot of times, especially with B&M, they take over maintenance like the first year or something like that.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's up to the park or something like that. So really, it's the deal between the park and the manufacturer that a lot of this stuff is based on, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you go to a certain manufacturer and they say, hey, we want you to build a roller coaster, some will be like, hey, do you want us to, build rocks and things too?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It just depends on what manufacturer you're going to. So it just all you got to do is sell us on it. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
That's the aim of it. So, talking sort of a little bit more technical terms, what kind of G-forces, sort of lats and verts, are you aiming to get?
Well, I dropped my. I did have a over 7 G's vertical, but I fixed it. It's down to
Yeah.
5 now.
Okay. Your
And-
lats, what are you aiming
What-
for most of the circuit? Because obviously, if it goes a bit high through a custom element, it's kind of, that's a Planko thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, so far, I think all my laterals and my verticals are all good. I'm sitting at 3.14 on lateral.
Ooh.
My highest is 5.7 on 5.72 on vertical.
Yeah.
Do you know what point you get that 3.14 lateral?
I can probably show you.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with previous data.
Ooh, thunder.
Lovely. So we spy previous and
It's only 2 there.
2 there.
That's
and-
1.
Yep.
So where's my? Oh, it's right here, the custom invert.
Fair enough.
It's only 2 though.
If you can't even find it on the thing, then the moment is short enough that I don't even care.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You
If-
know what I mean? Like,
if
you
we're
see a
struggling to
long
find it.
purple section and it says 3.14, okay, I'd be concerned. But if you can't even find it,
Right here.
I'm not concerned about it.
Yeah.
This tiny little spot right there.
I'm not concerned about that.
Yeah, that's I'm
I
putting
think
that down to
Raptor.
Planko.
I think Raptor does 4.6 Gs going into the brake run on my head every time. So
Yeah, I mean that explains a lot about you, doesn't it?
it really does.
I said I was being nice to the participants. I never said I was being nice to the co-host. Just let's get that out there right now, folks, before
Bring
you even
it.
start. And
Bring
I
it.
and I expect
on,
the
I'm-
same in return.
I'm a friggin' pin cushion. I'll take it all.
I I expect the same in return as well, as is only reasonable.
Yep, but we got, I mean, we got 3 technical inversions according to this, and 6 airtime.
Yeah. Now, I don't believe the inversion count in this game, but I have seen
No.
a very definite inversion.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I'm not
without a
questioning
shadow.
that. No, that's
Well,
we're not
that's
questioning
technically
that
one.
at all.
Yeah.
And then I have a corkscrew. And here's the other one.
Yeah. Wookiee's saying I hit the nail on the head right there. Now, what did I hit the nail on the head right there with? That's a question. And with that, I think what we probably ought to do is, well, what are you planning to do? I mean, I spy a layout, I spy a coastal layout. You've got 50 minutes remaining. What are you planning to do with the remaining time?
You know, I may just smooth it out some more if there's any major rough spots, but there ain't a whole lot I need to do. I got the
Very
transfer
nice.
section right here.
Yeah.
That's taken care of. I
It
got
looks
the
great.
maintenance.
It does. It looks fantastic.
You've
that
got your
maintain-
transfer track in. You've got all the requirements have been met, and it looks like a great coaster.
And that main shed looks certainly very realistically sized. So looking at main sheds that I've been in before, I think you've got the sizing very nice on that. Dang,
Yeah,
well,
that looks pretty much identical to what I would do for
Yeah.
a coaster this type. So
Yeah,
I see
I mean,
zero
the-
things wrong with it.
the main shed
Oh,
looks
Bob,
very
I
much.
do watch you.
I think the main
Someone's been
shed.
paying attention.
Excellent. Good. Good. Oh, that looks that's very reminiscent of Nemesis's main shed as well. So, you know, that's the one that I know. That and Rita's.
I know none of
theirs.
them.
Ah, fair enough. Well, but you know, you've clearly done some good research then.
I watch other builders. That's it.
It looks amazing.
That sounds like you're watching the right builders then. 'Cause
In
it
about
does look
45
stunning.
minutes or so, we'll take our final rides on it, and it's going to be fantastic.
Oh yeah, I can't
Alright.
wait. Right, and
Well,
with
okay,
that,
not final rides.
yeah, no, 'cause we are going to ride these. Look,
I
these
hope
are
it's
getting,
not that kind of coaster.
these are getting uploaded to workshops. I'm going to get to ride all these whenever I want. I'm going to be happy about that. Right, anyway, thank you very much, Kane. We'll let you carry
Thanks,
on
Kane.
building. We'll let you know when when the building is to cease.
All right.
All right, thank you very much. That, folks, was Kane, and now we're going to move on and have a chat with Board Builder. Let's say hi, Board.
Hey,
it.
board.
Everyone in chat,
hi.
say hi, Board.
Hi, board.
How are you
What the
doing?
heck?
They're
Hi,
so loud.
Londo. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, watching 4 fabulous roller coasters get built. How could I be anything other than top of the world?
Right? Exactly. Like this. It's a great day today.
Oh, it really
Oh
is.
yeah. Oh my god, this is so fun today. I'm having a blast.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I sense I'm losing hosting duties here. I sense that Silent Bob's going to kick me out of my chair.
That is not going
Is
to
he
happen.
gonna host the coaster side? You get to host.
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
could.
No,
You
no,
still
no,
got
no. Well,
skylines.
Not
Nah.
during the summer, anyways. I have too many roller coasters to ride this summer.
you've got
Right?
4 of them to ride this evening.
I'll let you know when Cedar Point closes. Then I'll be available for more weekends.
That sounds fair to me. Anyway, how are you finding yourself on time board as you have about 47 minutes to play?
Let's see. I am putting in my final break section here. So that's
Ooh,
I'm
very
I'm
nice.
all right.
Oh,
Yep,
you really
Literally just getting to that now.
you didn't have to tab across the block section when you knew there was a Soylent watching, did you?
Oh, does he
For
have
those who are
the? Does he have the? Go
Have you
for
got
it.
Have you got it memorized? This is the question.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me. Okay, let me try it. For those who are unfamiliar, a block zone is a section of a ride that only one train can occupy at a time. At the end of the block zone is a method to stop the train from proceeding into the next block section if that block is occupied. This is the safety system that prevents roller coaster trains from
Yep.
colliding with each other.
Not
Yup,
only have you
that-
got that
yup.
word for word, but you got the intonation as well.
That
That's the
absolutely
scary
seems like it's
part.
word for word. Like, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
I
That he
hear
didn't,
it 20 times a stream.
I'm not convinced that he didn't just click play and we just heard Ryan do it.
Yeah. That could very easily have just happened.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah,
I mean-
I've heard it so many times now.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of your fault for putting it as a sound alert. But yeah,
I
no,
actually think it's board builder's fault.
I
no,
didn't make it a sound alert. I gave you Boulder, not that.
No, but you put the idea in my head.
Oh. Well,
maybe.
did I? I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
there.
Whatever.
It has become a part of my channel now, and it's fine.
Yeah.
All good, yeah.
Oh, very
And
much.
your
so.
coaster's looking amazing, by the way.
It is.
I know you guys want to ride this, right?
Oh,
Like,
of-
or do
oh,
you want to, or
always.
do you want to save it for later?
But I kind of want it to be a surprise for later.
Ooh. Do you know, I'll go with you on that. Let
Okay.
us know, though, what kind of
But-
G-forces are you aiming for on this?
Yes.
Not killing people. Because I just
My
got back
favorite
from the
kind.
park day. Because I went to Hershey yesterday, this might be a little bit more aggressive than some of the things I usually build, for better or worse.
So, for that, you're blaming Skyrush. Is that what you're saying to me?
No, I only rode Skyrush once yesterday. I mean, really, just feeling any coaster can kind of do that to you. You come home and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna make this thing whip like that does," and you
Yeah.
might
I-
not should be doing that.
Believe me, I fully understand because I started building an aero coaster yesterday when I came back from Cedar Point on Thursday, and the first half of it was Maverick. I didn't even realize it. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then there was an airtime hill, and I went, oh my god, I just made Maverick. I was like,
Nice.
all right. It was just the
Right
aero
before
one.
I went to the park, Londo jumped into my stream the night before, and he was like, "Can you do a Skyrush inspired thing?" And I just cracked out like that whole figure eight thing that it does right off the
Yeah.
bat, and I was like, "I think that's close."
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, when you ride a coaster that much that you're just like, boom, there it is.
Admittedly, that spinner that I built, I mean, change a couple of the directions and that Spinball Wizard at Towers. I mean, even the
It was
very
funny too
start
because
of
you
that
you
was
said you're like,
Spinball.
oh, it's just Spinball Wizard, and I was like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? If you
Yeah.
if somebody in this contest had said, oh, I'm just gonna recreate the first half of Raptor or the first half of
If somebody broke out
Whatever
Millie
coaster.
today, how would
Yeah.
you feel, Bob?
I would not have a problem with that.
Yeah.
If they did it from memory, absolutely, go for it.
I mean, they'd have to
That'd be
sneak an
impressive.
inversion on. They'd
I
have to
could
get
do
an
it from memory.
inversion in it.
Yeah, they'd have to tweak a bank over a little bit to get it to count. but-
Yeah.
Yeah, she never goes past 135. So I think 105.
I don't know what
115?
Candy
I can't
does.
remember.
Yeah. Right. Well,
I think Candy actually goes further than Skyrush.
I will say this though, that Millennium Force had to have had something done to her in the off season because I was getting fairly good sustaining floater airtime over every hill.
that's because
Me
she
and the-
had new paint on the front. That was
And
the
it was-
pointy
I-
bit was going a bit quicker.
That's what I asked the lady.
Yeah,
I
she's
was
more
like,
aerodynamic.
Do you think the new paint adds 5 miles an hour? She's like, absolutely.
More
Yeah, the new
aerodynamic or
the
more
paint adds
aerodynamic?
5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
The flames add 10 horsepower.
Oh, of course, and then
Always.
there's Go Faster stripes as well for another 15.
Yeah, those add 5 brake horsepower. That's what I've been told.
Go faster stripes.
You know what I mean. To be
Yeah,
fair,
no,
they
that's
could-
that's what they're called. You
Oh, yeah.
walk into AutoZone and you're like, "Can I have some Go Faster stripes? What aisle are those in?"
yeah. Add 30 brake. No, I wonder if they just sped the lift hill up by like 1 or 2 mile an hour, because that makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
The fact that one of your that's okay. I just looked up and somebody was working on something completely different,
Yeah, no,
And that kind of
I've
surprised me.
I've seen what you've seen. In fact, shall we let Bob Builder go and make
Go
sure
for
that
it, I'm
everyone
good.
sees that what we've just seen? Because
We
I
just have
really
a
would
what
like
the
to-
heck is going on over there? Go see what the
Yes.
heck's going on over
Yeah,
there.
we
I'm good
do.
here.
All right, so
All right,
thank you very
Ford,
much.
we'll talk to you in a little bit, buddy.
We'll chat to you.
All
in a
right,
bit.
guys.
Cheers.
All right.
Bye.
Later.
Yeah,
So
before
you,
we
you just
do.
noticed that too?
Oh, I noticed that a couple of minutes ago.
I'm like, not only
Folks.
are we gonna put in a full-size coaster, we're gonna put in a second full-size coaster.
Shall we go and have a chat?
I think we should.
I think we mustn't we? Right, let's go and have a chat. Let me do a quick refresh of the stream very quickly. I don't know why something's just not playing nicely on my machine. It's contentious for resources, but there's a load of resources. It feels like they're all just trying to use one core. Anyway, hi there, Death. This is a very funny looking air launch coaster, I have to say.
Yeah. This-
I'm just
I'm
shits and
having
giggles.
some- yeah, I'm having some problems correlating this coaster with the one that you were working on.
Right, so
It was like we both looked over at the same time and we were like, wait a minute, what's he doing?
we now have a bit of an interesting ruling question because we asked for one coaster. Now,
This is not for it.
I was going to say, are you telling us that you have finished your one coaster?
Yeah.
And that you're now just sort of playing. Now, is this flexing? Is this confidence or is this cockiness? Because there's a fine line
I'm just
here.
having fun.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely taking
Love
it
it.
in the right spirit. You're just having fun,
I love
which is
it.
what we all want to do. Yeah, I mean, I spy RMC.
Oh yeah, I love a good RMC, and I'm like, keep it short, because that's what RMCs do. And for like 5 minutes, that's not bad.
You say
Unless you're
keep-
Steel Vengeance, then you never end.
I was going to say, or Iron Gwazi, in which case it's a good job you never end.
Oh yeah.
Because that's just magnificent in all ways. So can we sort of have a look at your...
He's covering up. He's gonna take a nap.
Yeah, I can see that. I've been not only hosting this but watching this as well beforehand for a good time. I've never seen anyone so confident that they finished that they go and do another something just for the funsies. Now, can we? Let's have a look at our thrust air model. We're getting a ride as well. So, what G-forces have you got this thing running at, roughly?
It does not have a name.
Oh, we've got so chat. Name this coaster. Go on, chat. I want some coaster names out of you now. Yeah. Ooh.
Red
Yes.
Kryptonite.
Red Kryptonite. Nah, you
Red Kryptonite, nice.
the pizza coaster says Suit. Hi Suit, how you doing? Welcome on in.
It's a pizza coaster, I like that.
Yeah, I could go with that. Pavlin,
Let's see.
Pavlin says swing and a miss. That was mean. I don't know who you're saying that about, Pavlin, but no
It's
one...
probably mine. It's definitely mine.
It's got to be my hosting. No, it's got to be the tech issues we're having. We're having some tech fun here.
Oh no.
It is. I am gonna have to spend some time really sorting this out because we're having stuttering, and I will tell you, it's not your end, it's mine, and I don't know what the devil is going on. So we'll do a very quick refreshy.
Refresh and start over.
Hey, turning it off and on again works far too often.
Yes, it does.
Alrighty. Well, in which case, how? I mean, I was going to ask, how do you feel like you're doing for time? But obviously, I know the answer to that. You feel pretty confident on time. You've got,
Yeah, times
transfer
seem to be
tracking.
pretty decent.
What? Can we have a look at your G-forces, please? See where we're at.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I gotta fix this little hiccup.
Of course. And also, I suppose, Bob, any sort of
G-forces.
questions?
I made sure I was testing out G-forces while this was going on.
That's
So-
what. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I
Yeah.
can't see it. It's so small.
I can see. I can see bits. I can see that.
Oh, here we
Yeah, so there's 4.5.
go. 4.5's fine.
4.5. I think that's the highest it hits.
Fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a 7 earlier, but then I saw you kind of change that.
People-
Oh yeah, I'm like,
Guys,
no,
no,
we're not having no
no.
Intimidator 305 grayouts here.
No, I think
Well,
at
7Gs, it'll knock you out at 7Gs.
Yeah, I think at 7. it
Now
was
I don't know
really
why the
difficult.
game does this, but like it will show 4.5, but then the game will say 5.33.
No, because there will be a tiny bit somewhere that's 5.33. I don't think anyone's that fussed on that.
No.
And
But I am.
What about the laterals? I can't. The thing came up again. Sorry. Every once in a while, I get this thing that comes up and I can't see for a second. Oh, there it is.
Laterals. Ooh, that is a high spot. 3
Yeah.
point.
Oh.
3.63.
Oh.
That's rough.
Yeah. That's yeah. Right. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll let you go and have a play with your G-forces, and we'll chat to you in. Well, we'll be finishing in probably just over half an hour or so. 34 minutes.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
See you in a bit, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see you in a bit. Oh, just before we go on to Backfrog, because I am just going to do the refresh now.
Uh-huh.
Over 3 lateral Gs,
Time warp.
and we kind of had to give that one to him.
I do like the name Time Warp, though.
I do like the name Time Warp.
It's a good name.
I do. Do you think there's a little bit of overconfidence going on here?
I certainly hope not.
I hope not, but
I feel like maybe he thought he was there and just overlooked that one thing.
I do hope.
It
I
might
do hope
might
so.
maybe a little bit of overconfidence, but I think he's gonna fix it right now.
Yeah, and by the way, folks, remember that with Death, we're only sort of voting on that coaster. The fact
Yeah,
that he's
we're
been
not
doing
voting
other
on the
things-
RMC.
Yeah. Apart from all else, RMC wasn't a valid choice for this anyway, because it's still not hybrid that we were looking for.
Right.
Oh, Shakes, I do hope you're voting for the coaster that you believe to be the best and not necessarily your favourite streamer. Yeah, I know that's going to be hard, but yeah. Right, let's go and have a chat with Batchfrog, I think. I think that would be wise. So, hello, Batchfrog, how are you doing?
Oh, hello. Very good. How are you?
Hello, sir. How is the smoothing going?
Smoothing's going without a mod, which I'm still kind of mad about.
Yeah,
I don't know how long I'm playing this stupid game without a mod.
I bet you wanted to know about that about 24 hours ago.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
It's like 45 minutes of smoothing later, you're like, my hand hurts.
Yeah. It's more so my brain.
Yeah,
It turns your brain to jello really quick.
Yep.
it does. How many passes have you managed to get through so far in the smoothing?
So
Yes.
here's what's wrong with my smush ADHD brain is that I don't do a perfect front to back all the way through. I just kind of end up jumping and doing everything, and I'll do forward and backwards like these segments. It's very hard for me to focus all the way through full
That
path.
makes sense.
So I'm saving whatever the end I have to change some of my supports where they need to be.
That seems reasonable. Well, you do have about 32 minutes left, just under.
32. Okay, so I'll probably spend at least 25 smoothing. I could focus for
That's fair.
25 minutes.
I'm glad you can.
We
I
have
would
been
struggle.
requesting some G-forces.
Okay.
Yeah,
You got any
what-
G-force numbers for us?
I do. There's a brief second of this stupid BS that gets a little spicy, but it's.
Oh, it's a
how
good
s-
day for spicy. Don't worry about spicy.
Yeah. I
You
was
want
gonna
live
say,
results here?
we can have it in whatever form you
Any
want
way
to
you
give it.
want. Any way you want.
Why-
We
why
have
did
been looking at heat maps in general, and
Okay.
just because it's easy. Yeah, we'll.
Ask him how he's so muscular. How are you so muscular?
Whoever said that is my best friend, and I love you. So thank you.
I'll tell you
And
what.
it's
Do you want to, before you answer, do you want to take a guess at who said that? Because I will reveal this person, this human. Do you want to take a guess?
Pat D, or
No.
hashtag Friday
No.
shakes.
It was
There
your
you go.
brother, yes.
What a jerk. Okay, I don't like that person then. I want random strangers to compliment me.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay, right here, it's booty right there. Because again, using a. Oh, the stream's delayed. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I didn't see anything particularly obnoxious.
No, it's not too bad.
It's fine. You haven't killed us.
No, it's like a
That's
millisecond of
fine.
6.1.
Oh, that's fine.
As long as it's vertical and it's a block,
Yes.
you're good.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's vertical. It's not a breaking your neck.
Okay,
Yeah.
those are the worst.
Yeah, it's not a neck snapper.
No high laterals, please. Thank you.
Yeah, we are, by the way, we are just under half an hour. Let me make sure that everyone's aware of that. Hopefully, everyone's now aware of that.
I actually got it down. So 6.08, and it's at the
Yeah.
it's right here.
For a
Oh, you have the
millisecond.
3 laterals too. Ooh,
It's
Ooh,
spicy.
yeah.
probably it's probably during the whip here at the top of this
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's...
Immelman.
Top of your animal moment.
Yeah.
Moment.
Shakes is saying, yeah, breaking your neck is awful, do not recommend. I presume that there's personal experience in this.
He's just getting over a neck injury,
Oh, ouch.
and he's also too big and soft of an old man to ride Mind Blower without hurting his neck.
Oh, shots fired.
Hey, I have a degenerative disease and I ride Steel Vengeance like every other week, so
There you
there's
go.
no excuses.
That might explain it.
Oh, there's
Anyways,
more. There's more that explains it, Londo. We just don't have that much time.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, Raptor being the other part that explains it. We'll
Hey,
have
shut
that
up. I like
conversation.
Raptor, man.
Yeah.
It's a little headbanging in the brake section, but you know.
Yeah. So, anyway, how do you feel like you're doing on time?
honestly, fine. If anything, but I would just need more smoothing to time
Yeah.
to get it super perfect. I just hate, obviously it saves time using the custom or the non-custom elements, but the transitions into them are always so janky.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's
My
hard
biggest-
to like.
My biggest pet peeve is the 0G roll in that game. It's just, what is that? What is
Yeah.
that 0G roll that they give you in this game? I'm like, what is with the
But-
entrance? What is with the whole thing?
So
It's
this
just
is their-
bizarre looking.
Yeah.
I don't know how delayed the stream is. This is
Oh,
where
that's,
the issue lies.
Yeah,
Right there. See that's the lateral, and I
That's
just
wobble.
straight up. Like if I
Sorry, we're losing you a second.
don't even know if that helps. So I don't know. I
Ooh.
always right there.
Yeah, no, that's definite wobble there. Oh, we see that.
Yep.
Anyway, with about 27 minutes to go, we'll probably leave you be and continue our deliberations.
Alrighty, I'll see you guys when it's all over.
I'll chat to you
Alright, buddy.
in a bit.
Alrighty, take care. Thank
Good
you.
luck on your
Take care.
smoothing, boss.
Thank
yeah.
you.
So, having sort of chatted to all 4 of our participants and seen what they've done,
Do you have yourself a leader in mind?
I don't, and I think we ought to keep quiet on who our favourites are at the
I
moment.
honestly, I don't. I legit don't know.
But I don't know.
There's
I don't think we can
still.
call
I
it.
want to ride them all, and
Yeah.
like
mean,
I really don't. I'm stuck. I'm
the-
at a deadlock on all 4 of these guys. So
The wonderful and very nice, even if he denies it, Egg has said that this is going to be a close one. All builders are fantastic. Yeah,
he's not wrong.
he's
Hey, you
completely
are
correct.
wonderful. I got nothing. Like I said before, this is gonna come down to the nitpicks.
Unfortunately,
And I don't want.
it is.
I really don't want it to be. Yeah, that's the hard part. Is you have to say, hey, look, that's what's wrong with this coaster.
No.
That's what's wrong with this coaster. But we can't do that. It's so hard. It's so hard.
I'll flip this on you. We're not going to say that's what's wrong with this coaster. That's what's wrong with the other. Because I agree, we never want to do that.
We can't. No.
But what we can do is we can say this coaster got this spot on.
Yes.
And this one got this
exactly
spot
right.
on.
Exactly.
I
Right.
think we've got to talk in those terms. I think that's the only way we can do this. But
And the tricky part is that every one of them has just incredible things about them.
Yeah.
There's no clear leader in that respect.
No, there,
you've
isn't.
got really fantastic layouts in 2 cases. You've got really unbelievable elements in 2 others.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck. I'm like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
and
know.
You've got,
I got nothing.
You've got everyone is obviously taking their time, being careful and doing other bits. And even sort of, I know Death Fears None went and cranked out a different coaster, but he's back on this one now.
Mm-hmm.
Really sort of taking our advice to heart of looking at the forces.
Yep.
Everyone seemed... We saw a couple of 3 lateral Gs, and a few people seemed to be accepting positive 3 lats. That seems odd.
3 is too much. They just gotta be. I can't accept 3 Gs because if you weigh 200 pounds, 200 pounds times 3 is 600.
600.
That's 600 pounds going through a corner.
That I can't rationalize that.
It's too much.
I think 2, and I could have had a discussion about, well, that could be viable. But yeah, I can't go beyond that. I mean, what do you think? 2 at tops?
I think for this game, let's say the top is 3.0. Top.
3 dead, but that's
just because it's Planet
the,
Coaster.
Including the jank.
Yes, that's just because it's Planet Coaster.
Yeah.
Otherwise, not a chance.
Yeah.
If this was no limits, I would say like 0.05 or something.
No, to be fair, it depends on the coaster type in No Limits. You go sort of old wood, and I'd say 1 lat is absolutely legit.
1 G is like your limit.
Yeah.
The real life limit.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so.
My baby neck can't take 1.1. Yeah, mine can't either.
Yeah, I mean...
But remember, guys, this is Planet Coaster, so we kind of we suspend disbelief in a lot of cases.
Yeah,
you know
we
what
have
I'm saying?
to. It's...
Right, well, for the competition especially, you know what I mean? Like, like mitigation of G-forces in 2 hours is, it's a tall
big
order.
ask.
It is a very big ask. So, Board Builder is going to have probably the biggest ask because he's got by far the longest coaster.
Yeah, very much so.
And I haven't seen a whole lot of his testing yet. Which is scaring me.
I mean, yeah, does that worry you that there is a lack of testing there, or at least a seeming lack of testing?
I feel like he should be testing more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very surprised that he hasn't just had tests running all the time. Like, even once you've got a lift hill built or a launch built, just keep testing, for my mind.
I never shut off testing. You've seen me build.
Yeah,
testing starts, it never stops.
Yeah, I've never seen the use of the option of stopping testing. It's never been something that I've understood.
But like he's prone to, he makes a beautiful coaster.
Oh yeah,
Smooth, buttery smooth.
yeah, and I mean he's doing some now. Let's have a quick glance. I mean, this is what, a couple of G's there. The lats have stayed well under 1 there. The verts are very manageable. Like, we can comment on the fact that he doesn't seem to do that much testing. What we can't comment on is that seeming to have any negative effect whatsoever.
No,
Minus
doesn't seem to,
1.11 G's, like that's ejector, but
1.1
1.1 lats, sure.
floater,
Yeah, there's
pretty little 270 roll. Yeah, it's a good coaster.
I'm struggling to see anywhere where the G-forces are even remotely ridiculous.
So far of all the coasters, this seems to be the most comfortable.
Yeah.
For the rider.
Now we've got Kane doing an amount of smoothing. I mean, with 20 minutes to go, what would you be doing in everyone's shoes? When I see Death Fears None is doing some smoothing, he's going down the autocomplete route.
Literally was just gonna say he's working the autocomplete right now.
Yeah, which is a great technique in this game. It is. Pavlin's trying to show off by saying that the last coaster's lats were under 1 in both directions and 4.19 for verts. That's all well and good, but did you do that in 2 hours as well? I mean, all of these will have been done in 2 hours with very little time to prepare. Because while we span these wheels yesterday, I can tell you now that all 4 of these builders have had other things on and have not been able to make use of that 24 hours. So that's...
I'm looking at Death's coaster right now, and it looked like he had some block sections set up throughout the course, but they looked like they were in such unusual places.
For those of you who are unaware, no, I don't know the script well enough to do it. I was going to jump in and be Ryan.
Well, okay, so it is the safety system, right? I explained that it is the safety system that prevents trains from colliding. Here's the trick, is that if you build your block section in the wrong spot, your train won't make it back to the station, and that looks like what happened to Death Fears None. So if he has more than 1 train right there, if he has more than 1 train, it's going to stop there, and it will not make it back to the station.
Oh, so you think that he's got
if that is a block section, if that's what he's done there.
Can I also add an extra sort of get out of jail free card for him?
Sure.
Which is Big Thunder Mountain at Disneyland Paris. And I think the other Disneylands. Oh, he's just smoothed a roll out of that coaster.
He just did, yeah.
Yeah, so he's pulled a Maverick. That's fair. Oh yeah, I was doing those jokes. I am definitely doing that. Pavlin, please do. Please do. In self-promo. Let's go for there, shall we? Or Planet Coaster screenshots. Let's say that a video's a screenshot. Just, yeah. We'll find somewhere. So, yeah, sorry, we were talking about Death Fears None's coaster and the block sections. Big Thunder Mountain at Paris has what are known as half blocks, which is technically a block section, but if the train has to stop there, it is an unload and crane job.
Evac and it's got to be towed into the station. Yep.
Yeah, it's a block section that you never, ever, ever want to use. It is there purely for safety.
Well, if you can explain it away.
I mean, this is the trick. If you can, are we going to ask people to sort of stop the trains on block sections?
I feel like for realism's sake, if they have block zones we have to make sure that they work, don't you?
I think it's kind of rude not to. What does chat think? Do chat think we should be that picky? I mean, we're gonna have to be picky to some degree. We've got to be picky. We have to. We'll restart that stream again. We'll have a look at everyone else's. Oh, we're getting a test ride. Hang on. Let's have a sneaky test on Kane. We're not going to get a
Looks
sneaky
like
test on Kane yet. Let's have a look at Batch Frog
Okay.
smoothing.
looks like Death and Kane are both testing right now.
Yep, very much
Oh,
so.
oh. I dropped one. They both okay.
Board is doing pathing. So Board is setting up some of that queue line. Now, is that something as a coaster manufacturer you'd be doing? I'm not sure.
I don't think
but
so. I
you
didn't
know
think we
what?
were supposed to. I don't think they were supposed to do paths, were they?
Do you know what? I'm not going to tell him he's not allowed to. You know, if that's what he'd like to do.
I don't feel like it's outside the realm of possibilities. So
Wind is saying that the last winner of this competition broke the game effectively to achieve his goal. Water, underwater, underwater. The train's going and the block section uses a break or whatnot in the parameters of the current competition. There's nothing that says you can't use the elements to your advantage. I don't. Yeah, yeah.
on the
nothing
block
at all.
sections.
I don't know what the conversation is. Sorry, I need to sort of look up. For realism, Wookiee's thinking that we should be testing the block sections. Tails is saying that Planko is definitely not made to design IRL coasters. It's much less trial and error with G-forces because you can calculate the curvature of the section based on target Gs. What you can also do is, given a G-force comb, calculate a roller coaster that meets that. So you can design it both ways in real life. You said apparently that block section used in this way is naughty. Used in what way?
Not
mean,
naughty.
I was gonna
Not
say,
as not common. It's exceptionally
Yeah.
uncommon.
Yeah,
Most of the time you
uncommon.
want your block section raised up so that they can just release it, and boom, it just makes through
Yeah.
the rest of the layout. Having it below the brake section at the end, it's gonna make it makes it really difficult for them to tow it or push it or whatever they need to pull it into the station.
Yeah.
Which is why it's so rare.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's fine if it's explained. Like if he wants
Yeah.
to explain it, it's fine. If it's just a brake section, I'm fine with that too.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't even know if it's a. I think it might be just a brake section.
I'm
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, again, I mean, we're within the last 15 minutes. We're now sort of 13 minutes out. But yeah, I mean, again, you know, Big Thunder Mountain does do the half block section thing, where it's one that should never ever fire off. So, I mean, they will have tested that it works, but it won't be something that they use in day-to-day testing because they won't sort of e-stop it there on a day-by-day basis because they won't want to tow it round. I mean, there
Right.
could also be, if you've got... I can't see it now. I'm trying to look at his screen. I'm hoping that he brings it back up. We don't have that section in place, but if he's got, you know, that brake section followed by a bit of uphill, but it's all, you know, with a catwalk, then I could legitimately say, well, you get a guy either side and you just give it a shove. Because you can do that.
Depends on the train. Like Top Thrill Dragsters trains, there's no way. They're
No,
huge.
but remember this
But
isn't...
but a smaller train maybe.
This isn't... Remember that this isn't Top Thrill
This
Drag
is-
Street to S&S. It's just
And-
that
and
S&S isn't in the game.
Not only that, but it's Planet Coaster.
Yeah, I'm going to say that you can get two guys and you can shove it, or you've got some machinery that can give it a pull, or, you know,
Well, okay,
you've got something.
Iron Dragon valleyed at Cedar Point opening day. It was windy
Yeah.
as heck, and it valleyed right before the station.
Yeah.
That's lower. And by the time we got around the park, they'd already fixed the problem. They'd already towed
Yeah.
it into the station.
Yeah,
So
couple of
is it
strong
that
guys,
big
a
of an?
length of rope.
They don't even do that. It's a winch system that they like attach to the track,
Yeah.
and then it just pulls it in.
Yeah, just chuck a winch on it to summit. So yeah, I kind of think that we don't test the block brakes then, because if we do, we've explained all of them away anyway.
If they, how about this? If they want to show off their block sections,
They're
boom,
more
go
than
ahead.
welcome to. I'd love to.
Otherwise, no. Well, I mean, you could show off mine. I blocked mine perfectly.
Yeah, but that's you. I mean, why you?
I
why
know,
would you
I'm a
ever
psycho. I
not?
told you that yesterday.
Yeah. And again, we're just refreshing streams here because for some reason my machine is not playing nicely with 4 streams. And I tell you, if you were to, I mean, if Minxie Rose were to come in and look at the performance graphs on my machine, I'm using what? Just under half of my RAM, I'm using 8-9% of my CPU, and I'm using 25% of my GPU. So I don't know why running 4 decodes at the same time is not happening, or not happening well. But apparently, somehow, I'm not supposed to do it. So I need to look into that.
And I have to figure out the
Yeah.
4-way. I
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
figure that out.
Yeah.
Because it
Anyway,
keeps stopping on me.
folks, that's the 10-minute mark. And yes, I have just spammed everyone's chat. We are in that last 10 minutes, folks. This is when things get a little bit hype. And this is when Minxie Rose is asking, do we want to borrow Bertha for next time? No thanks. What I do need to do is just check that I've set things up properly, because things are a bit awkward. Although, yes, your Bertha would be able to run this, no problem. Hi there, Dolga. How you doing? We have the Dutch King in chat, folks. Or at least our Dutch King. Death Fears. Oh, Death on his non-competition entry is playing with the friction multiplier. Now, I wasn't going to mention this during the event, but I wonder how many people have played with that.
I do.
I
do
like
for
to
every
see...
steel coaster.
Yeah. 0.8 if I'm running it on slow wheels, 0.7 if I'm running it on fast, roughly.
Correct.
And that's numbers I came up with many years ago when I had my first go at playing Planko.
You could really make the argument for even down to 0.3, 0.4. Modern roller coasters are exceptionally efficient, especially the B&Ms, your modern Vacomas, Intamins. They are so efficient. Like when Gatekeeper Valley, like its second year it was open, it literally rocked back and forth for like half an hour before they could get people off of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can well imagine that.
Yeah.
That's huge. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see that. Death Fears None is now doing a smoothing pass on his non-snap coaster. Is that why?
Oh, I stopped paying attention to the RMC.
Oh yeah, no, because if you pay attention to the RMC, you're gonna want to ride it.
I am concerned about Board Builder at this point, trying to finish up his coaster,
this is
because he still hasn't connected his
well,
brake
he
run.
had connected it and then he's now disconnected it. I'm kind of. You say you're worried, but I don't know. I think what he's doing is going for accuracy. I'm kind of worried about all of them. To be fair, there are things that all of them could be. I don't know. There are things that, yeah. There's
some pros and cons across the board. I
Yeah.
know what you're trying to say here.
Yeah, this isn't going to be easy now. Has Board got that to match up where he wants it? He has not yet, but he's going for it. I think that autocomplete is coming out soon. Might be okay eventually. Winder. Well, I hope everything's alright for you, dude. Hopefully things improve. See, that little bit on Batch Frogs that we've just seen, that wobble, I am worried about. I mean, if he got more than about 7 minutes, I'd be looking at pulling that back and trying to rebuild that a little bit. But going 4 meter method, would he want to break his 4 meter method and go a bit longer just to pull that off? Because that might be a place where 4 meter hurts.
I thought 4 meter might have been a mistake, just because if you don't get it right the first time, you can't really go back.
I am impressed that someone went for it.
Definitely balls of steel, I gotta be honest.
Oh, very much so. And what I have to say is, apart from that bit, from what I've seen of Batchfrog's coaster, he is pulling
Looks
off.
great.
He's pulling it off.
It looks great. There's a couple of little bits that are a little janky, but it looks great otherwise. I'm so amazed that he was able to do that in 2 hours.
Are those bits Planko jank or Batchfrog jank though? I mean, one of
That
them I think is
is-
Batchfrog, but I think the others you could easily say are Planko jank.
Well, I can tell you Batchfrog's jank is the 4 meter jank.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying is,
Yeah, he's it's fine.
Deathfear's on there blueprinting his other coaster up. Board riding
Wow.
his. That is looking incredibly smooth, Board Builder's coaster. I know you say you were worried earlier.
Yeah,
but I'm less worried now. Now I'm seeing this.
Yeah, I feel like I've got a clearer
I
understanding of this
don't
now.
think I've got a clear winner though.
I do.
But I think we've got 5 minutes left for them all to impress us.
Let's just
And
say
yeah.
I do now.
I'm still not convinced that I do. So chat, who do you think is in the lead, and who do you think
Maybe not.
bumps? Yeah, I was going to say maybe not indeed.
I want to ride. I want to ride them all again. I mean, that's all there is. I want to ride them all again.
So do I. Winder, the corkscrew at Alton Towers was that holds a dear place in my heart. That was my first ever inverting coaster.
I love
It was
how
janky AF.
I love the old Aero coaster corkscrew coasters because the corkscrew element is so funny on them because you kind of end up laying on your side first. You're like you end up sideways and then it starts to rotate.
That's kind of the same on the old Vekoma ones, because this one was a Vekoma corkscrew with buy-in curve.
Yeah, same one.
Bobber Mates is asking who hasn't put the maintenance track in. They all have. We have main track on them all, I think.
I believe they do.
Batchfrog has. I have seen that.
He has, yes.
Yeah. Kane we saw earlier. Death Fears None.
Yeah, they all have. Everybody's got their.
No, they're
Wait,
all
who
in.
would? What do we got? 2 minutes. We got 3 minutes to go.
3 minutes to go. Everyone's broke the 200-foot mark, which is what we asked. Everyone's got a custom inversion in. And we have got maintenance for everyone. So yeah, we are on finishing touches. Pavlin, there will be a poll in chat after the final rides. And what we'll do is
the showcase. Yeah.
After the showcase, that's the word I was looking for. It's a good job I've got a co-host tonight. Then after you guys have voted, then it's our turn to make a decision, and we will have to deliberate. We'll have to take a minute or two during the usual break to have a quick deliberation and decide. So, I don't know. I mean, I think Bob's already sort of got who he thinks is going to win.
I've got 2 people that are that I feel like are ahead of the others.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not revealing where I am yet. No, I'm not saying anything about that. So,
What do we got? 1
What
minute
have we got?
50
One.
seconds.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, Kitty is here to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. There's your money shot. There is your money shot. Folks.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. See, we have a problem.
Oh.
We have a problem.
Well, we have many.
It looks like Batch Frog is wearing a Tampa Bay Lightning hat. They're my sworn mortal enemy right now.
Oh well, I'm afraid you're gonna have to remain impartial here. You are
I'm
gonna
kidding.
have to.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I would never,
I know.
never allow that to happen.
By the way, 1 minute, folks. We are 1 minute out. That's all. That's where we are. Yeah, it's getting close now. So
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I can't wait to ride these. We've got Death Fears None. He's got his one coaster there, his air thrust model, his Hypersonic XLC sort of style thing. We've got Batch Frog with a dive machine. We have got Board Builder with what looks like a B&M Hyper. Did I just see block sectioning there? Did I see for a moment him running too? I think I probably did. Right, well, we are
Either that or a long
close.
station.
So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are stopping building. We're at stop building, folks.
Pencils down, kids.
Pencils down, everything down. Oh, well, what an event. What we're going to do is we're going to take about a 5-minute break or so. It might be a touch longer today. We're going to sort of deliberate a little bit and also have a bio break. I encourage everyone else to have a bio break and a med check if you take meds. This is your warning to make sure that you have taken them if you can. If you need to, if you haven't taken them and it is the right time to do so, please do. And all the rest of it. So,
Thank you, guys.
thank you all very much, and we're going to go onto the break screen. Well, hello again, everyone. We're back, but Silent Bob and I have made our decisions. Hi, Magic Man. We're going to do the showcases first. Yeah, Silent Bob and I have made our decision. We've decided on a first choice for host choice. We've decided on a second as well. So if you agree with Bob and I, then we do have someone else to give the host choice to make sure that we declare 2 winners. So that should be exciting.
I just want everybody to know how nitpicky we had to be to get a winner.
Yes. Yeah. I don't like being nitpicky, but
we didn't have a choice. We didn't have a choice. Like when the coasters are so good, when you compare the coasters together off of each other, they're so good that the only choice that we had was to get nitpicky, just to be like, okay, and it came down to, and I'm not kidding, one little spot in one coaster.
Yeah. Right, so with that in mind, shall we go and have a chat first off with the wonderful, wonderful Cane Wolf Gaming? Let's go and make sure that
he lost. I to be clear,
don't say anything about any. Don't say anything. We're not saying who's won or lost anything yet.
Oh, no. The hat had nothing to do with it. I'm just saying the hat had nothing to do with it.
The hat did have nothing to do with it. That's fair. Right, so let's say a great big hello once again to Kane.
Oh, hello.
Kane!
Hello. Hey!
How you doing, buddy?
You doing?
All right.
Now that it's all over, what did you think? Did you enjoy taking part?
Well, I mean, for me, it was just fun. I was building a coaster.
That is excellent. So, would you do it again?
When I know more, yes. I would probably say yes. I would do it again once I know more. I gotta learn more before I can actually, really feel more confident.
Well,
That I understand. That I
yeah.
understand. Cause I'm. Ask Londo. We are as coaster enthusiasts. We're constantly looking for that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just to get better at what we do. You know what I mean?
Oh
So.
yeah, you never stop learning. And what did you think to the spin of the wheels? And having those
Okay.
around there
To be
mess things
honest,
up?
I was hoping it was 150 or 100 to 200, not
Yeah,
200 feet. I was hoping for the small, the ladder, the middle rung there.
yeah. That would have been probably the easiest of rungs.
Yeah,
But,
well, I mean, this is easy
I
too,
mean,
but it's just
yeah,
this is too easy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I literally was the same way. I was like, I cranked out a 45-minute coaster and was like, wow,
I watched you build
yeah,
it.
that was pretty easy.
yeah.
I watched you build it.
Did you enjoy the idea of having wheels? Should we do that again?
I mean, the wheels, as long as we
With
know
enough
what's going
notice.
on. Yeah, within enough notice, it's fine because as we're here, we don't have to.
Yeah.
We don't overthink
Well,
and we
let's.
start stressing.
Well, that is great news. So if we give you 5 minutes to give us a tour of your coaster, we're going to want to see G-forces again, ideally.
Okay.
If you've got block sections, it would be lovely to see those, and really just sort of sell us on your coaster layout, on your coaster model.
All right, the coaster layout was literally fly by the seat of my pants. All right, I winged it. I literally winged it. All right, block section 1, and the block section 2, which is the mid course.
Excellent. And will the ride complete from the mid-course?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, excellent.
Good.
Yeah, I mean
Look-
my stats are all green.
I
That was an accident.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I was going to say we're whether the stats are green or not, kind of.
Yeah,
It's,
I mean
it's
that was an
handy.
accident.
It's cool, but it's
All right.
funny.
It's more of a
coaster.
guide.
Yeah.
It's really more
Lateral
of
is
a
4,
guide.
but I couldn't find where the 4 was.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
that's a little spicy.
Yeah, it's a little spicy, but I mean it must be like one of those moments because it
Oh, yeah.
literally says G3s all the way around this thing. I
Yeah.
mean it's everything that's supposed to be bad. I mean it's 3, and then vertical is 4 as well, but I couldn't find that either. And I
To be
think
fair,
it's probably right through here.
Four,
But I
four
really can't
vertical's
see it.
fine.
4 verticals fun.
Yeah, 4 vertical is in the good
Yeah.
fun range.
Yeah. Like
No,
Rita
it's-
gets 4.7, Oblivion's 4.5.
Yeah.
That's funny there.
The fours are very fine.
Right.
Now-
Right.
Technically, it says it's got 3 inversions. This would be 1 because it's a
Yeah.
technical inversion. And then, of course, the corkscrew.
Yeah.
And then the other
Beautiful.
one is right there.
Yeah. I mean,
And
an absolute minimum of one of those is definitely an inversion.
yeah,
So
I do love that
Yeah.
overbank. Slick.
Yeah.
Very, very smooth, very buttery going through there. And then the helix going towards the end is very nice as well.
yeah, that was just a bonus. Figure just add a little bonus in it. And it's got 6 air times, which isn't bad.
no,
I
very
tried to
nice.
use-
And can we have a ride, please?
Yes, let's get to the right coaster. There we go. That's start. I think I'll do a nice slow start. This would be great for some nice scenery.
Yeah.
Head chopper.
Yeah, very, very definitely head chopper up into that beautiful tile launch down under that lovely sort of
I always love that drive tire launch on Hulk, so I kind of have a
Yes.
soft spot for that.
I've never had the pleasure of a proper drive tile launch. I've only ever done 13 sort of.
Just the
Bit of
just
one.
on the POVs, but I still love it.
Oh yeah, I do as well. Let me try and
Smooth.
get my little tool
Towards brake
back.
run.
Oh, heck, I'm having a bit of an issue here. So I'll do it after this this one, I think.
Didn't really see
There we
anything that
go.
was. I honestly I didn't see anything that was. Yeah, it's got to be a Planet Coaster thing. I didn't see anything that was like a 3G lateral. Did you?
I didn't see anything that was anywhere close to that in
No,
my
I didn't
mind.
either. I think that's got to be an anomaly. I think we can probably just. I seriously, I didn't see anything in there that
No.
that looked even close to. Did anybody in chat see anything that was like 3G's lateral? Because I think that's just a Planet Coaster thing, which sucks.
It does. Oh, what have you just seen?
No, one of my streams stopped. I had to refresh it.
Oh, that's fair.
No.
I was going to say one of them did over here, but I think we're back running.
Well done. That is such a nice coaster. I am
Yeah.
I am super happy.
Well, thank you.
That is
Smooth.
fantastic.
It is buttery, and I truly believe that your 3G lateral is a myth. I don't think that's
Yeah.
real.
I absolutely don't believe in that. I think it's...
I don't see anything that would be 3Gs, not at all. So
No, I
so
really don't.
chat, I would suggest you ignore that 3G lateral for Cane Wolf. Please.
Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. And I mean, the layout is it's a nice sort of loop layout, which is very much very in keeping with the Sala coaster as well.
I feel like I think
Yeah.
Board Builder's right if he removes it and re-adds it, but I don't want
Yeah,
to take that. I don't
well,
want to take
yeah.
that risk.
No,
So
let's
we'll
just
we'll
ignore
just
that.
mark it as that 3.0 is not real.
Yeah, it's a myth.
Yep.
I think we go with that.
It is awesome. That is an awesome coaster. I think the G-forces are in the right area. We have multiple block zones. We've got a shed.
Yeah, we
The-
definitely have an obvious
Yeah,
maintenance setup.
The problem. You guys see the problem here? Like, we have 4 of these coasters that are just like this. They're all this
Yeah.
good.
And what
Yeah.
we're going to do now is say thank you hugely to Kane for
Thank you so
showing
much,
us
Kane.
that coaster and for that wonderful build.
And thank you
Thank
for
you.
participating.
Oh,
Great,
it's fun.
Great job, man. Great
I
job.
mean, building with friends. That's it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Thank you ever so much. And I mean, would love to see you in this more. And so thank you very much, and we'll chat to you soon. Good luck
All
in the
right.
polls. Okay, that was Kane. Just a quick one. If someone can get hold of Death Fears None, if you can get Death Fears None to drop into participant ready again, please. Ready for when his showcase comes round. But for now, what we'll do is we will say a very big hello to Board Builder. Hello, Board Builder.
Hello.
Say hello, Board. Chat, say
Hello,
hello.
Board.
Hello, board.
Excellent. So, before we sort of start your 5-minute timer off, did you enjoy taking part in the team's event that you helped inspire? And I think
Oh,
that's
this
putting
one
it lightly.
fantastic. I absolutely loved this one. This one was super relaxing compared to actually either of the other ones, especially the last one that I was in.
Yeah.
Even though I had less time to think about my actual build than I did last time.
Well, sometimes that helps. I mean, that can help, help you not get worked up or whatever.
Yeah, and not having to worry about the scenery, that was nice. That's real nice.
That takes
Yeah.
a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? When you're just like when you can be just hyper focused and you're just like, this is the only thing I need to worry about. You know your goals. You know your clear goals. Makes things so much easier.
It ends up, my coaster layouts end up being tighter because I'm not thinking about the entire park and that they have other places that they could visit while I'm building it. So it's stays a little bit more self-contained. However, this is a hyper. You're not going to get away with putting it on the same plot that you'd throw like a Batman or anything like that.
Well, as long as he's gonna start explaining it, you might as well start the timer.
I was going to say, shall we give you your 5 minutes?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't
that's
start?
fine.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm normally nice and sort of have a brief chat first, but we've started. So I'm seeing us orbiting around your coaster. Can you give us some G-force stats on your ride, please? Por favor.
Yes. So stats. Console's a little slower moving through the menus. Results. We have. Oh, you guys care about them G's.
All about
right.
them G's.
Biggest drop is 194 feet, but
4.2
the height.
max.
Hang on a
Vertical.
second. Sorry, we're getting a very old issue where this stream is so far behind it's not even funny. So I'm gonna stop your time. I'm gonna pause your timer.
Go for
and
it.
We're
Yep.
gonna reset a bit because I forgot to. Well, I did a goofing, and we need to. Yeah, I need to get this a lot more stable. Is what we're learning here. And by a lot more stable, I mean a lot more stable. So what we've done is we've literally just dropped 3 streams. What I'm going to do is I'm only going to pick them back up one by one. So we'll pick yours back up first, Board, so that we can carry on.
All right, let me know when you've.
We are back ready.
Okay. So says 194 for the height, but its height above the ground
Yeah.
is 210.
Yeah,
I didn't bring
we
any
saw
ground
that.
up, and okay, cool. Which is kind of weird because I thought it would be a
It
little
goes
more
for-
than that because it's
It's going for biggest drop. So yeah, you drop.
it's
probably-
weird because it goes from 220 to 9, or I forget if it's like I think it goes down to 9 feet.
Planko
So it should be
straps are
just over
funky.
200. Yeah,
Planko
they're really
straps-
weird.
Yeah,
It's,
your max.
it's
Um,
just we're not concerned about the drop size, anyways,
Yeah.
are we?
no,
Yeah, it's full height.
worries.
Yeah,
it is
okay.
full height.
Yeah,
So-
the height's fine.
Your max lats 1.6.
Perfectly
Your
fine.
max verts 4.22. Really
Perfectly
nice.
fine.
Min verts 1.25. Yeah. All of those stats look fantastic.
I'm pretty sure we already saw your inversions.
We know
but
that
we're gonna
they
get
are-
another
Yeah,
ride
you know
anyways.
where they are. Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna ride this anyway. I mean, we're gonna send it.
Oh, go on, do
Yeah,
it.
boy.
Do it properly.
Send it. Send it.
Send
not-
it.
Send it.
Send it.
Send it.
Send
Send
it.
Send
it. Send it.
There we go.
Lady, hit the button.
There we go.
Come
Everybody
on.
in chat, tell them. Send it.
Almost.
Send it.
Almost.
Am I testing it or am I being real dumb and it's sitting here stopped?
Send
on.
it. Send it. Send it.
Is it sitting here
send
stopped?
it,
I
send
swear.
it.
It is. Wow.
All
right, send it.
Almost.
That was
there.
so bad. All right, send it. There we go.
There.
Almost. Ah,
I
there we go,
could
Charles.
not claim credit for that. That was Coaster Kook. That was Coaster Kook in person. So
Oh, you're blaming Coaster Cook in person. That's fine by me. We'll go with that.
yep.
So
Yep, that was him.
lovely, lovely little pre-lift section. Nicely dug intro.
I may have
track.
burnt too much of my explanation time on not writing it yet. So
It's
hopefully
fine.
we.
Yeah, if we go a little bit over because we're riding it, like I'm always.
I
up for
feel
that.
like we need to add 30 seconds just for the send it chance.
Yeah,
That was my. I really did not mean to have that go that long because I was sitting there with it stopped. I'm like, okay, this isn't
Okay.
right. Like, why haven't we
Why
moved?
why are we getting problems again on this end? I'm literally going to spin the stream quickly. We might have to do a set and ride on this. I'm
Okay.
afraid to say, because I've just had to respin your stream. And it's now not playing nice. Oh, we're back up now. So yeah, we might have to do a set and ride of the front half. Oh no, whatever will we do?
Oh.
I'm not counting that
dude.
against your time.
I love that speed hill.
There
No,
we
that's.
are. Oh, there we are.
It's not a speed hill. It's.
It-
I
it
sped up the
kinda
time because we're
curves-
out of time.
Oh.
Yeah,
Righto.
I sped up the time. I didn't. That's not
I
a
was
speed
like,
hill.
oh man.
It's at 3 meters per second. It's fairly slow, like
Okay.
a B&M hyper.
So there we are. That's got to count
Pretty
as
good.
an inversion potentially. But I don't think we have to judge.
We looked
that as
at
an
that
inversion.
earlier, and it was like 143, and I don't think I touched
Yeah.
it since then. I know I didn't pull it back past 135.
I mean, we're only asking for one custom build, and I have a sneaking suspicion that there is another, and that there's one that no one could even contemplate arguing about coming up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's coming up here.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of a nice.
So wait,
Helix
which
too,
which
so-
thing came up on wheel 3 again? Because
Custom
there's 3
inversion.
trains on the. Okay, because there's
Custom
3 trains on the
inversion, yeah.
course. I didn't use anything. There's a custom
you-
inversion. There's
Yeah,
airtime.
There's a, and I think I saw a
I
helix as
forgot.
well.
Then there's more than a full helix in there. I made sure to make it well over
Yeah.
360, so there wasn't. I forgot which one it was, so I
So
just
you
kind of
did
went
them
for
all.
all of them. Yeah, I'm forgetful. If you watch my stream, you guys know that.
I mean, this is true, and that's.
I just
certainly
knew.
one way
I just
of-
do hyper. I'm like, okay.
That's one way of handling it.
So
And-
why is my maintenance shed a concrete box? Does anybody have any? I don't. Do I need to explain that? That the manufacturer just gives you a core shell,
Yeah.
and that is it.
That's
Okay.
exactly
Paint
This
it.
what we asked
Bobbum
for.
is
Siding
free
on
to do whatever outside of that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that's my
that's
maintenance
exactly it.
taken care of.
And
Perfect.
of course, you've got a transfer track into there,
You did,
and of
Yes.
course, you know, yeah, all very,
and it's
very
gorgeous.
Yeah, it really is.
Buttery smooth.
I had to switch it to sunset at the last
multiple
second. You know.
trains.
You really did. Yeah. So, I think is there anything else? Oh, I mean, we do need to. No, we've already asked if you would. Well, would you do this again?
Of course.
Excellent. I'm
The
glad
coaster
to
part,
hear it.
absolutely, yeah. I mean, don't put my name down for the scenery side. I'm gonna have Bob, you know, go to bat for me when it's down to scenery. But
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
this,
that's-
yeah.
That's
Amazing
interesting,
job,
of
dude.
course.
Amazing job.
What do people think too? Having more roller coaster in a snaps, because of course this was the first. It ain't necessarily the last. But yeah, great job. You're getting a lot of praise in chat as well. So I think we'll leave that there. We'll chat to you again at the end, as we do. with
Alrighty,
everyone.
I will be around.
So, thank you very much, Board Builder.
We'll see you in a few minutes, board.
All right,
see
see
you
you later,
soon.
Bob. Londo, bye.
Ta-da. So that was Board Builder's
Yes.
coaster.
Yes.
And now we're going to go and have a chat. I am just going to literally respin the stream, even though I probably don't need to, because
Might as
I
well.
don't want that problem to happen again so quickly. And then, oh, come on, respin for me. Respin, load up. Thank you. So we're now going to chat to Death Fears None. Hi there, Death. How you doing?
How are you doing? I am a little less stressed.
I did notice a distinct lack of stress for this one for you.
I feel like
Yeah.
all 4 of our competitors were very less stressed today.
Yeah, I'm
Like, it
gonna
just-
have to
it
do
just
something
like-
about
Just so relaxed today.
that. I think the next one of these we're putting a shorter time limit on it.
I think it's probably because we all assured them all that I wasn't gonna be mean.
Yeah,
Maybe They're all too relaxed now. We
I mean-
gotta work a little harder on that
we
next
we
time.
assured them that you wouldn't be mean, Bob.
Yeah,
I made no such promises.
true enough. Get 'em.
Don't worry. No, apparently Batch Frog was insanely stressed. Yeah, it's fair. Anyway, would you do another single coaster in the Snap, Death?
More than likely,
Excellent.
they were able to knock this one out. I was a little worried when it spun on 200 feet. I'm like, oh no, oh god, no.
You're not the only one.
Yeah.
Kane said the same thing. He's like, I was not happy with the height requirement.
See, I didn't want to do it a traditional hyper coaster. I'm like, hypers. Everyone's seen hyper. Up, down, up, down, up, down, turn around, up, down, up, down. You know, I'm like,
Oh, are you so
Do you know
sure?
what? That could almost have come out of my mouth for my description of a hypercoaster, and why I never used to be a fan of them. Literally, I've had that discussion with so many people who are like, "Yay, hypers!" and I'm like, "Oh, what's the what's the point? Give me something under 100 foot and I make it pack a bigger punch than that hyper. Like, yeah. I have always...
Well,
I have had...
it's because they
problems with
fill a
hypers.
role, right? B&M hypers fill a role.
I never
Just
said
like
Yeah.
an
B&M.
Intamin,
Remember,
just like an Intamin launch.
remember, I've only
right?
ever ridden one hyper and it was not a B&M.
Steven?
I have never ridden a B&M hyper, so
Yeah.
You
Right,
never.
anyway.
Bob, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that this summer. We're gonna go to Kings Island.
I'm
Co-
fixing it on
co-
Thursday. You didn't know that? I'm going to Kings
Waddles-
Island on Thursday, boss.
Cotwaddle's got it correct. It's the Pepsi Max big one. Is the one
Yeah.
that I've ridden.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Which
Yes.
is-
Oh. See what I said earlier? What did I say earlier?
I moan more about that terrible excuse for a
Yes.
roller coaster than I
That is
cheer
what I said.
about Nemesis.
That is correct. That I feel that is true.
It is.
It is.
It
you
is.
just make it more true.
No, it absolutely is true.
Oh
It
man.
is. You know. Anyway, shall we give Death 5 minutes to show us around his coaster?
Sell us a roller coaster, buddy.
Sure.
Go on.
So I went into this with the thinking of hypersonic XLC or like the SI.
Oh, your microphone's just gone on us, I
Yep.
think.
Yep.
Can you hear
We
me?
just lost. Yep. There
We're
you are.
back.
Okay, so I went in with the hypersonic XLC in the back of my mind, and the SNS launched air-powered launch coasters. So I wanted something powerful, strong, get you up there in a fast hurry, and has a
Sorry, we've just
pack
had
of a
to-
punch.
We've just had to refresh your stream as well, so we've just missed the launch. Unfortunately,
Oh,
we'll catch another one. We can catch another.
Oh,
train
yeah,
or
it's-
something.
it's actually pretty decent size for a launch coaster with a 106-second launch ride time.
Which for a launch coaster, I mean that's about right for a lot of lift hill coasters. So for a launch coaster, that's long. I mean, we're definitely getting inversions there. You know, you can't question that at all.
Oh yeah, I definitely filled that void.
You did. You definitely got the height requirement, which honestly, if you were doing something SNS inspired and didn't meet the height requirement, I'd be
It'd be
very,
a problem.
Be very surprised. That'd be interesting. Oh yeah, there's another train out there as well about to go for the launch. And
Yeah,
we
it's
have-
running 3 trains on a track.
And then we just saw a little bit of a drive tyre up into a bit of a drive tyre section that doesn't look like a block brake. And then I think we get a block brake sort of soonish.
I believe it should be
yeah.
right there.
Yeah, and everything's got drive tyres to move it through. So that sort of eases one of our concerns. Definitely.
Show you the
got-
launch again.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
So
well,
smooth.
we can have a quick glance at that. Oh, spoilers. Yeah, no spoilers. Lovely, lovely launch.
I absolutely love this top hat. It's my
yeah.
favorite part of this. It is gorgeous, perfectly shaped top hat.
Yes.
That was
because
my
it
main
supports-
concern because like I've done it once before and I had this rickety.
Oh, your microphone's
Lost you
gone into
again,
the
buddy.
game.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
There he is.
Yep, we're back. Yeah, it's a very
It's-
S&S top hat, that is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No.
It-
No. Yeah. As soon as you see those supports, you're like SNS
Yeah.
air launch.
Yep. And
Yep.
you do get some airtime over that hill. At
Yeah, it's
negative
beautiful. It's
1.23.
Perfectly shaped. Nice and intense too. You got a 4.5G
Oh, yeah.
launch and a 4.5G pull out. So nice
Yeah.
intense launch, airtime, all the inversions that you could want. You got what, 3 in there?
It might be. It says 6, but I know it's not 6. I
6?
think there was some over banks.
I was going to say, Planko, I think, gives you
Wow,
anything
okay,
over
6.
90 degrees. I
That's
think Planet Coaster
one.
gives you...
I think they count this as an inversion.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whereas
Okay,
I'm a little
so-
bit harsher and I say that's not. I say you've got to get over 135, but you
I
clearly
agree.
did that
You
more
have
than
to
once.
have to flip over.
I
Yeah.
don't say a
Yeah.
full flip. I
No.
say Anything
You have
over
to go
135.
to
And if you
here. Like, you
notice,
have
I
to,
try
the
to go
train
for
has
the
to go past 90. That's just my point of view, but
I try to go for the speed version.
Oh yeah.
uh-oh, we lost him again.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
lost him completely this time.
First inversion, and then you
There
go
he
back down to 70 again.
Yeah. So I mean, you definitely kept
It's
what I really love
decent.
about
I was
this
hoping to
ride.
beat it by a little bit more.
Yeah. What I really love about this ride is that as a launch coaster, it carries on being a launch coaster.
Yes.
As in, it doesn't sort of peter out or it doesn't become just any other coaster. It keeps that launch pressure all the way through. And that is so
Yeah.
iconic S&S.
It's
The fact
no, you
that
got to
they do
keep
that.
up the pace on a launch coaster. At the end, if you're kind of creeping along, it's like,
Yeah.
all right, well,
Yeah.
It's like, the ride died.
Yeah. No, you've got to keep that
so
launch pressure.
the pacing is absolutely important.
Yeah.
Absolutely important, and you nailed it.
Oh,
100%.
completely nailed it.
So beautiful. Freaking
So,
gorgeous, man. I love
yeah.
it.
I really like how
I
it
even
looks.
love the color too. I love the color too. Like, I'm a big fan of red roller coasters. Don't know why. Probably Steel Vengeance, but I do. I love.
I was
going to
say, Steve, we know why.
Yeah, it's
Let's
gotta be
not-
Steve. And Maverick, which is right next door. Like, you can
Right.
Yeah.
It's a
throw
one.
a rock.
Yeah, I'm
Beautiful.
I'm kind of reliably informed that that you could spit on one off the other. Pretty much. Right, so I suppose with that, what we ought to do is say thank you very much to Death Fears None, and we will
Thank
chat
you.
to you after the polls.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, excellent. So we move Death Fears None back, and then we
Lovely
are
coaster.
going to.
Lovely coaster. Oh,
Oh yeah,
I love the. I'm watching his cinematic too. Oh, it's so gorgeous.
it is, isn't it?
Oh,
And then we're
beautiful
gonna
coaster.
just respin quickly. I think, Shakes, all of these are going on the workshop because that's how we're gonna pass them from person to person. Is workshop or the Frontier workshop for console players. But yeah, they all need to be on the workshop, and I'd love to have them all tagged with games and stuff.
Does anybody want my coaster?
Yeah,
I made one too.
Yeah. The thing is, do you want yours judged against these four?
You can if you want to.
Right. Anyway, with that short interlude, we're going to go and have a little conflab and chat with Batchfrog. Hi there. How you doing?
Good, are you? Oh, there we are. Hello.
Hello.
I was hoping to interview the cat. I'm sorry.
Okay. His name's Boy, and he
Boy?
is actually afraid of roller coasters because he's a cat.
Oh.
Aw.
Well, my cat loves other cats, so he was like, "Who's that?" on my screen.
Nice. So before we sort of go into much detail, did you enjoy taking part?
Yeah, I mean, I have the nerves. Also, I'm very hungry.
Oh, don't be.
Oh,
Don't be.
worry.
This is a meaningless roller coaster contest on the internet that only a few people are watching. Don't worry about it.
We're having a
Yeah.
bit of fun between friends.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all we're doing. We're having a giggle.
Exactly.
So, with that said, would you consider doing this again?
Yeah, for sure. Yes.
That is
It was fun.
fantastic news. That's.
I know
what I'm
I could
looking
just make my coasters red now, so Bob will like them.
for. Yeah. Yeah, very much so. In which case, shall I give you 5 minutes to give us a tour of your coaster?
Yeah, sure. Let me. It runs fine, but it needs. It runs fine with 3, but it needs the delay for loading and unloading to not get caught. So I'm just gonna put it at 1 for now, if that's okay.
That is absolutely fine.
Um,
Is
We were
it?
not
Does it
asking
stop
for
on the
3.
lift hill and wait? Is that?
it does with 2, but not because there's not a delay for the train to be sent.
Yeah.
It would be fine with people loading and unloading because it holds for
Understood.
like 2 seconds.
You can
So yeah,
actually
just for
change,
this.
You can actually change the time so that you can test that, but that's no big deal. Don't even worry about that
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's something that can be adjusted by your chain, your timing of leaving the station, and people. So
Yeah,
worries.
yeah. The people change a lot. I actually get my block sections screwed up a lot because of that.
Yeah.
But these all come to a stop because of the little drop hold.
Yeah.
So this is not an issue.
No. And of course, what that means is it does make it round from each of the block sections to the station. So that's always good.
So this is like a Sheikra inspired design that I wanted to have like be open for cool theming. Got the little
Yeah.
transfer area. Maybe do like he could throw some walls around this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Terrible
See,
with buildings.
An utterly lovely transfer track there, though. So certainly
Thank you.
something to work from.
Cool. It's my first one. So I guess I'll
Yeah.
give us a ride on, huh?
I think we would all love that.
Do seat
Oh.
4.
I think we insist on it.
Oh, I think we absolutely must.
I think it's
insist
part of the
on that.
requirements.
Yeah. So this one is no shortage of inversions. Right away, I didn't love the constraints of 200 plus feet steel with inversion, but
No, I
obviously,
don't think anyone was a big fan
Right
of
out
it,
of the
but
gate,
That's what rolled.
I love the fact that it looks exactly like Valraven coming out of the gate.
yep, that's the same
Yeah.
type of turnaround that Sheikra uses. So
Yep.
Sheikρα's a little more drawn out, but yeah,
Even
same
though,
same thing.
Except Valraven turns left. But
Yep,
Yeah.
Sheikra turns right. So
I must admit, it is
Yep.
weird to be turning right at the top of a lift along a dive coaster because Oblivion turns left. But other than that,
I know. I
Ah.
was
that's
like,
the top of
"Whoa."
Oblivion.
Everybody
Yeah.
scream. Ah. Click.
So
Everyone
here's
hands
the
in the air.
custom.
There is.
So we fixed that transition there.
Yeah.
The laterals are down. I did some autocomplete stuff. Oh, you guys are way ahead or way behind.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're about 5 to 10 seconds behind.
Okay, so the transition into the first Dimmelman is
Yeah, I know we've
down
we've
from-
seen that.
down from 3 laterals to like 2.
Unfortunately, we're getting a little bit of stuttering now, and that is me. So, folks, don't sort of judge based on this bit of stuttering that you're seeing. It is.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna
it
say,
is
it's a-
smooth.
Relatively smooth coaster, honestly, for me.
Um,
I didn't have as
uh,
much coaster as a lot of the other guys, so I understand if I have points off. I was going for more realistic of like what I would like to ride in a
That's what we were looking for. We were
Well,
looking
dive
for-
coaster.
we're certainly not looking for recreations. I mean,
No.
if you had done a recreation, we probably wouldn't have even noticed, first of all. And second of all, we would have been like, great job.
Yeah.
Because literally what I would have done is I would have probably like recreated Diamondback or something. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I was
So,
thinking about Mako with its turnaround too.
right on.
um,
It looks absolutely fantastic. G-forces.
There's your
That
G's
max
right there.
Sorry,
G-force
I've
of
just done a
6.8.
quick-
Where does that come in?
6.08, I believe it is.
I've literally just had to do a quick
It's gotta be your
refresh,
drop,
so you've got a
right?
bit longer.
I think it's right
Oh,
here.
it's before your Immelman.
Yeah, of course, it's all the prefabbed objects
Yeah.
are the transitions are so janky. It might be this one actually.
Oh yeah,
The
look at
second
that. Yeah,
one.
it's really dark
Yeah,
right
I-
before,
Yeah,
right
That's
there. right there.
Planko jank.
yeah. So
That's
It's a
Planko jank.
blink. Yeah, it's a blink. So
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Planko
it's
jank.
very rarely.
Yeah,
But-
it's certainly doesn't
Well-
have 6 spirited G's. Let's put it that way.
we're not. I wouldn't hold that against him.
No, gosh, no. No way. Can we have a look at the lats as well, please? Sorry, because I missed them. Because that's a Londo issue.
The lateral is
That looks fabulous.
over here. It's just from that.
Oh yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah, it's just for a split second where it hits
Yeah,
2.5,
that's
but
that
everything
same,
else should be
same
fine.
thing, exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
The stupid entry glitch.
Yeah,
So, but it's also hard to look at because white. My coaster's white.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was surprised to see somebody build a dive coaster, and I did not expect a great dive coaster, and you delivered.
Yo,
So
Thank you.
with spades.
yeah, and then some.
What a fantastic! I mean,
It doesn't spell Ohio, but I'll let it go.
I am so pleased to see a dive coaster though, and to see a dive coaster not just like a drop tower like Oblivion is, because honestly, Oblivion is just a drop tower.
It really is.
I know it thinks it's a dive coaster, it isn't. It's a drop tower. So
Oblivion.
yeah.
Eh.
It's a great drop tower. It's a pretty pathetic roller coaster.
Yeah, I want to ride it.
Yeah, well,
So
So
I'm the
this
same
this
way.
inversion's pretty smooth. I know you guys are delayed. My first inversion,
Yeah,
that's the
that's-
custom one I made. I'm proud of how it turned out.
That's the custom one. That is fabulous.
The
That's a cracking
entry
GLG
is a Valraven spitting image. The exit isn't, but the entry is perfectly
Yeah.
a Valraven. Every
Yeah.
time I see it, I'm like, well, I can feel that feeling in my gut that I'm going weightless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
love it. Awesome.
excellent.
So good.
Right, so I think with that, we'll sort of chat to you in a bit. We'll ask
Okay.
people to do a voting. Oh, Rally's
so.
just
Can
said.
I watch your
Yes,
stream now?
please do.
Okay.
Please
okay.
do.
Okay.
Rally has just made a very good comment. Oblivion equals break run the ride. Yes, it does. Yes, it is. No guard on that. Right, so if we
Did somebody mention a block section?
no.
For those who are
we
unfamiliar,
said
a block
break run
section.
the ride. We said break run the ride. No,
Don't make-
Ryan.
you-
No.
Are you gonna? For those who are unfamiliar, a block zone is a section of ride that only one train can
No.
occupy at a time. At the end of the block
gonna
zone is a
mute
method
him.
to stop the train from proceeding into the next block if that block is
I'm gonna
occupied.
mute him.
This is the safety system that prevents roller coaster trains from colliding with each other.
I'm joking. I can't mute him, can I? I'd get lynched. Right, folks. With that being done, and with Soylent Bob pretending to be Ryan. Oh, board's right. You've practiced that too much. We're gonna set up a poll. I'm gonna ask you folks to decide who is the winner of leg one. Is it Kane? Is it Board? Is it Death? Or is it Batch Frog? And remember, you folks get to pick a winner. We're going to pick a winner as well. Silent Bob and I have picked out. Are we still agreeing that our winner is who we think it is without saying who it is?
Yes.
So,
No, I have not changed my mind.
No, fair enough. Neither have I. So if you guys agree with us, we will pick our second place to make it so that there are two winners. Right, you've got 3 minutes. You have got 3 minutes to vote. Let's see what everyone does. Spy, good luck. Saying good luck to all participants. You all deserve it. They're all amazing builds. Oh yeah, calling a winner is going to be absolutely a nightmare on this.
We said that we were going to take 5 minutes to decide. It actually turned out to be more like 10, I think.
Yeah,
Because
it
we
took
had
time.
such a hard time with it.
And by the looks of it, chat voters having an equally difficult time.
However,
Oh.
I will say this, that Londo and I ultimately did agree.
Yeah. Oh, well, if we hadn't done, the discussion would have continued. It had to be unanimous.
100% unanimous decision.
Yeah. Oh, chat, don't do this to Bob.
What are they doing?
Look at the poll now. The poll should be in
No.
chat shapes. No.
Oh, you guys, no.
Slash,
That's brilliant.
by the way, /vote 1 for Kane Wolf Gaming in chat. If you can't see the poll, /vote 1 for Kane, /vote space 2 for Board, /vote space 3 for Death, /vote space 4 for Backfrog. And I think Deathfear's Non's internet connection has conked out again, unfortunately. Oh, hang on, he is still in the Discord. His stream has conked though. we are. Oh, there is one human taking the lead. There is one person taking the lead. That's great to know. So yeah, I mean, all 4 coasters amazing. I do wonder if Death Fears None's got a little bit of weather. I know that there are people across in the States that have got some weather over there, so that's a thing. And remember, please vote for the coaster that you prefer, not necessarily your favourite streamer.
Yes, please.
You know, let's remember this is a fun little competition between us all. Slash vote Bob and Minxie. Oh, shakes. Yeah, you probably didn't. Your winner is losing both. Oh, we're getting. This is so close. God, how close can this be? Oh, don't do it, chat. Don't do what I think you're about to do, because I will run a runoff. If they do it, I will do a runoff between them. And are we?
Got about 2 seconds here.
We've got about
last,
2 or 3
last
seconds.
chance.
Last
Vote
call.
now.
Last call. We have a chat winner. All right. Well, we'll declare our chat winner, and we will declare our winner as well. Oh my God! Chat nearly agreed with us. Chat very nearly agreed with us.
We were close. It was close, yeah.
It was that
we
close.
ultimately we do have a split decision between the hosts and with chat.
We do indeed.
Yes, we do.
The host's choice will be going to Board Builder.
Yes.
So we have 2 winners tonight. Let's first off drag in the 2 winners. Let's see. Death Fears None's back, so we can at least refire his stream up for now. Let's bring in both of our winners. So first off, we'll bring in the chat winner. So, Batchfrog, congratulations. You won the chat vote.
Congratulations, Batch.
Thank you. I had to meet you guys again. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
So, congratulations on that fantastic win on chat vote.
I really love Board's build a lot.
Well, funny you should say that, because the host's choice, we had to really nitpick between yours and Board's. Like if one of you wins the chat vote, the other one had got the host's choice. It was
Correct.
literally like
okay.
that.
Yep.
So
That's how close you guys were.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
believe me, all 4 of you were close. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
nitpicks were such nitpicky things
We're not
that-
mentioning them. They were that close.
it's so like if I told you, you'd be like, really?
Yeah.
So I don't want to insult anybody
No,
by telling
we're
you
not
what those
doing
things
that.
were.
We're not.
We're not gonna do that.
But what we will say is, chat absolutely got it right.
The talent level between
Yeah.
you
was
guys
incredible.
is unbelievable.
So shall we...
Cane Wolf and Death Fears None's
We're
creations are
fabulous.
absolutely spectacular.
Right, shall we
Do not
bring
take
in...
anything from them. They are both gorgeous. And his Death Fears None's SNS launch is wonderful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
It is. Shall
I
we
need
bring
to
in...
look at Kane Wolf's
Shall we-
because I didn't know if I could watch the stream or not. Obviously, we were
Yeah.
done, but I definitely saw Def's. That top hat was cool, but I didn't get to watch Kane Wolf's, so
Well,
I
let's-
would love to see it
Yes,
eventually.
he's got a
Before we do, let's bring in our host choice winner. So host
Yes.
choice goes to Board Builder.
Yay!
So,
Yay!
welcome on in.
Hello.
Good job, buddy.
Well done.
Congratulations.
That smoothness, incredible.
Yep.
Absolutely every part of it was fantastic.
And keeping it tight was, I think, the thing that sold me the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the one thing that I was like, it's the
I
one
mean,
thing
it's
that
tight
kinda
for its
stands
type, but I
apart.
like it. It plays on itself a lot.
It does.
It's beautiful.
So-
I mean, they
It's
all kind of
wonderful,
did.
It's smooth,
Well,
it's
yeah.
gorgeous, and it looks like a lot of fun to ride to me. Not that all of them don't. They all look fantastic.
Oh, they all look great. This just happens to be my favorite restraint, so I don't want to ride this. I'd want to marathon this one simply because it's a restraint.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking to two people that don't have a B&M clamshell. Oh, get that. It is so...
Thursday,
Yeah.
buddy. Talk to me Thursday.
I
Yeah,
will. I'll talk to you. Let me know when before and after.
Actually,
don't
it
care
might
if
be
I'm streaming.
Wednesday. It might be Wednesday. We might be going down early. Talk to me later.
All right.
Right. And what I'd love to do is we're going to bring in to the chat now, Kane Wolf Gaming, and if we can get Death Fears None back, I don't know if something's happened with his internet connection again or whatever, but we'd love to have the fantastic and wonderful Death Fears None as well as the amazing Kane Wolf Gaming in this chat. So yeah, we've declared winners, but at the end of the day, how'd you pick between these four?
Impossibly. It was so hard. I had such a hard time putting anybody else's work above somebody else.
Yeah.
I hate doing it. I hate it because they're all wonderful. I have nothing but praise for any of these guys.
Oh yeah, all four coasters were astonishing. If you told me that any of those had been built in 2 hours, I'd be sort of suggesting that someone was being mildly untruthful at the very least.
Staggering builds. And the
Yeah.
fact that we had somebody do a 4-meter build in 2 hours, like that's crazy.
That
Without a mod. Without a mod.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
will get that mod to you at some point. I think you'll
Yeah.
enjoy that a lot.
Old school 4-meter? Wow.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you,
old
man.
school
Like,
4
dragged
meter.
his way through it. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
Not machine gun 4-meter where it's
No.
just. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
4 meters
that's
the
why there's
whole
some
thing.
transitions not super perfect. but
Yeah.
4 meters was hard.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It is, yeah, and in 2 hours, I even said it early on. I was like, "That's a tall ask,"
Oh yeah,
but
and it
you
worked.
pulled it off, and it looks fun. It looks fantastic.
It
Wonderful
does.
job, buddy.
It looks stunning. I'm just trying to see. Oh yeah, we've got him in. Sorry, we've been late. Hi there, Death Fears None. How you doing?
Yeah.
What a launch coaster you built.
Unbelievable.
It was
What a
absolute dog
machine.
crap.
No,
Absolutely not. What are you talking about? It's amazing.
We're not having that. It was fantastic.
I'm
I walked
officially
away from the
retiring from Planet Coaster.
presentations going, wow, DFN is going to take this. Like, I was not expecting somebody to be like, here's Hypersonic XLC plus awesome ride after it. Into, like, what? Like, I was like, they were like, oh yeah, somebody's taking the lead. I'm like, it's DFN. I'm like,
Sure.
okay.
Shall we tell Board that DFN built 2 coasters?
Yes, he did.
Built
He built an RMC as
built
well.
an absolute slapping RMC just for fun during it. And like
I didn't
that
see any
RMC
Oh, well, then what the-
absolutely slapped.
What the, you could,
Yeah, right.
wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Believe me.
Oh,
at
so
one
that was
point,
an even less time. It's like, oh yeah, and he did this too. What?
Yeah.
We were talking to you, and I looked up, and I was like, "Why is there an RMC on his screen?"
Remember when we were talking to you?
That what happened? Oh, that's what
Yeah,
that was. You're
that
like,
was what
is
we
somebody
saw.
building
We were
something
like,
else?
Yeah.
The hell?
That was like, this
What's
isn't
going on over
Hypersonic
here?
XLC. This isn't an SNES.
That's one. Oh,
I don't think they RMC'd that, did they?
Yeah.
That was my first thought. Was like he made Hypersonic XLC and then RMC'd it.
Death, do me a
Wow.
favour. We're asking everyone to take screenshots of their rides and all the rest of it for the Discord. Death, take screenshots of both, please, and put them both up on the
Quick, Planet
workshop.
Coaster uninstalled.
No, I half
Set the
think you're
uninstall.
joking.
Oh no.
No, we've got to have those coasters on the workshop, man. Come on, especially the one that
Oh,
you
yes.
want Cotwaddle's theme. But no, I want that RMC. Well, that's stunning. Anyway, now that
You mean there was another coaster built during this I didn't get to see?
yeah,
Yeah.
DFN
Because I was busy. I had my head down. What? Yeah, we
offended
want to
too.
see that. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's exactly my point. So, while we're here, I believe that we should probably reveal what everyone has to theme these coasters to be like. Would you all like to know what the theming's going to have to be?
Yes, please.
Nah, I'm good.
Well, we're going to
Now
say
go
that
ahead.
the theme is adventure.
Yes. All right.
Boy, that's a wide open door.
That is
had
very
to-
wide
Wow.
open
It had to
adventure.
be. It had to
That
be
is
wide open.
fantastic.
Because
You
it
had
had
no
to
idea
work
what we
for
were gonna get,
any
yeah.
of those combinations. Remember, there were
Yeah.
60 combinations of ride. We had to come up with a theme that would work for any of them. Because this was predetermined weeks ago. When we said this was determined a while ago, and that we'd already decided, we genuinely had. You know, this is... We had to make it like that. And, everyone, I have a sneaky little peek of something for you all as well. Hopefully the Discord chat's going to carry through. If not, I'll quickly re-add it. But we have wheels. Oh yeah, we've got wheels to spin as well, but we're not spinning them yet. Let's go. Let's go across to where we should be. The theme is adventure. Discord chat is still up, so everyone should still be able to talk. Everyone has gone quiet. Like,
We're here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
cool.
We're all trying to read upside down.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's go through the wheels.
That's what it is.
The rules are going to be the same as today. You have to match whatever these wheels say. You have to do both. So, for the first wheel, we could require you to theme an entrance building to the park. So, we just want the roller coaster themed and an entrance building built up so that people can ride it. We could ask you to put a flat ride in and give that a theme, so it's literally just a flat ride and the coaster. Think about positioning for that or whatever. We could ask for a food court. Now, a food court, we're saying, is a public convenience and 2 food stalls of your choosing. Or we could say, you know what, we want a fast pass queue in this on this coaster, and we want your info booth sorted out and themed up. So those are the 4 little additional things that you could be asked to do other than just theme the coaster. You're going to have to do one of those.
When is that revealed?
That is revealed 24 hours before, so that will be
Oh
Friday.
my. Okay.
That will be Friday, the 24th of June at 8 p.m. At the
Oh,
same
have fun,
time,
Bob 'em.
At the same time that we did this wheel spin for this, we do it for that. Second wheel, we're going to ask you to include either one trigger in your scenery. Yeah, that is, going to be mandatory, and we're going to want it to go off. We could ask you to include some water features somewhere. We could ask you to theme a round fire. Or, when the wheel spins back round, we could be saying to you, we want to see a sequencer in your theming somewhere. So remember, we're going to spin both wheels on the Friday. Whatever those 2 wheels land on, we're going to ask you to do both of those.
Did I get booted?
Nobody got booted. So
Yeah, no, everyone's here.
no, we're all here.
Yeah,
So-
well, here.
I'm kind of.
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
I mean, I'm
What?
here in body, whether I'm here in person or
What?
not, who knows? Anyway, so with
I posted the pictures in the screenshot.
oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very
Cool.
much.
So yeah,
Nice.
those. So we have Bob and Mates in chat. We have Relly in chat. We have I've seen Cotwaddle in chat, and I've got to think now. I do know that there's a full. Oh yeah, we've got Shakes in chat. Of course, apologies, Shakes. So hopefully you've all seen these wheels. I will post up what these wheels are, so that we can all see what's going on. Sorry, I'm getting some echo in my.
Yeah, there's some
Headset.
reverb.
I am
Yeah.
too.
It's death.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll do that quickly. That'll fix that for me at the moment. So yeah, we're gonna quickly. No, we've gone through those. I will post these wheels up so
Should
that
be gone.
everyone can see them and get a reminder of what the theming folks have got to work with. But thank you all very much. I think that's all she wrote for tonight. So thank you very much. Well done to all 4 of our fantastic, amazing participants. We have the 2 winners, Board Builder and Batchfrog. We then have Death Fears None, and we have Kane, who both did an amazing job and made this so close. It's unreal. Like, any of the 4 could have won very easily. I didn't expect to see a coaster as good as any of the 4, let alone 4 coasters that good.
Internet has seemed to died.
Well,
We still got you.
Yeah, we got you. We
I
got
can't
you.
hear anything.
Okay. I have one last thing. I did make a coaster for this contest just in case anybody dropped out by accident. I made it last night. I actually posted it on the Steam Workshop about 2 minutes ago. If you want to check it out, just Soylent Bob.
Just chuck links
I can post.
in.
I did post a link in my Discord.
Chuck a link in the Planko section of the Games and Snap one as well. Huge thank you to Soylent Bob for not only for doing that coaster for us, just in case we needed a spare, but also for co-hosting and being a fantastic co-host with us this evening, and for being a technical consultant on the decision of those 3 wheels to try and make sure that they were as fair and as reasonable as possible. That took a lot of doing to sort of balance those reasonably well. Huge thank yous as always to Minxie Rose, our resident participant wrangler, and Londo's sanity maintainer. Huge thank yous to all of our moderation team, to all the staff, to everyone behind the scenes that makes this event happen, and of course to you, the wonderful chat, who, you know, without whom this could never happen. We have got a Cities in a Snap event happening on the 11th of June. That will be Resorts on the 11th of June. Please let me know if you want to take part. I cannot wait for that to happen. We have the second leg of this on the 25th of June. That's the 25th of June at the same time, and that is the adventure theme with wheel spins. Cities in a Snap Resorts does not have a wheel spin. We haven't bothered with it yet. Bob, those get spun not tonight. We will be spinning those on Friday the 24th of June at 8 p.m. You're only going to know what these wheels land on 24 hours in advance.
Just like the
coasters.
Like the coaster builders.
The thing is, I have been slightly nicer. You only have 2 wheels. They only have 4 options on each. There are 16 combinations for this, not 60 like there were for the coasters. But again, I will make sure that you all I will make sure that these wheels are posted up in the Discord so that you can see them, and so that you can practice whatever you need to practice, knowing what spanners could be thrown in the works. So that's the niceties.
It's gonna be a good one.
And at some point, I'm going to be slightly more evil.
Uh-oh.
At some point, chat, would you like me to spin the wheels at the start of the competition? Would Would you like people to have 0 notice on what the wheel actually lands on?
Yeah.
I mean, having that data bouncing around in your head was nice, but...
Yeah. It's possible we could do it that way as well. Anyway, with that, it is tradition around here that we raid a winner. We have 2 winners.
I've already ended my stream, so if Board's
Oh.
up, you could raid him.
Okay, I guess.
It looks like the only person that is Kane is still streaming too. But Board Builder's a winner, so
we will go and say hello to Board Builder then, I think.
Alright.
Huge congratulations on that win.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Very
Both
well,
of you guys.
very well
To both
earned
of
to
our
both of you.
winners.
Huge congratulations on, you would not believe how long the vote was tied at all 4 of you having exactly the same number of votes each.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
it
I didn't
wasn't
look
at it.
0.
Yeah, you guys are all stuck at 5. All 4 of you were stuck at
Yeah.
5 forever. I was like, okay, somebody's got to break this.
Yeah. I like Jake Miller 88's idea, sometimes day off, sometimes day before. We will always announce when the wheel spin is going to happen when we announce what the wheels are. I
The
think
Baba
that's
Mateys
fair.
is telling me he already has his idea.
Excellent. Excellent.
That took 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure it did, and I'm sure with Baba Mates it will be fabulous, as it will be with Cockwaddle, as it will be with Shakes, and as it will be with Rally. It will be fantastic
Probably has something to do
and
with
wonderful.
the terrain.
Wouldn't be surprised. Right, so thank you very
Okay.
much, everyone, and we're going to go and
Alright,
raid out
I'll get
and
it.
see Board Builder.
I love you all.
Alright,
Thank
thank
you so
you.
much, guys.
Yeah, go Bob!
Thank you very much. Let's get the... Oh no, I've got to wait a few seconds. I keep forgetting that I have to wait a few seconds before we raid out. Alright, well, add the meaningless chatter here, and then thank you all very much, and bye, 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 bye.